All right, let's get this started. Let's get it going. Let's get this going, guys. Destiny apparently just got absolutely cooked. He got cooked, guys. Okay. YouTube, don't try to demonetize me. But yeah, Boogie got cooked by Destiny pretty hard. It's about his cancer diagnosis, and apparently he lied about it. Yeah, I think we've already known this. Nobody just like really formally pushed him on this. I've been saying this like since he talked to like Turkey Tom about it a while ago. The guy had the same thing I did. You had markers like in your bone marrow or whatever from tests of like high white or red blood cell count, polycythemia vera. I had that too. You want to know what one of the causes could be? A very rare cancer that has like a 20-year long life expectancy. You know what another explanation could be? Cigarette smoking and being fat. I'm not kidding. That's what the doctor told me. I was like, oh. I told him I stopped smoking when I took the test, but I actually had a couple cigarettes the day before. So, but anyway, yeah. So he had the markers for it. That's it. I feel like we've all known this, but now it's official, and it's funny. So this has been going on for a while. People have kind of believed him. Some people probably gave him some money on it. They're like, oh, I feel so bad. I personally tried to donate to the cancer, but sorry, didn't work out. It's a joke. Anyway, I wanted to just show you this really quick. It's from Tipster. If you're willing to lie to your audience about having cancer for sympathy and money, you're a garbage person. Wow. So brave. But yeah, man, let's get this party started.
Need that test to confirm cancer.
Oh, this is a Destiny video. He actually like had just did this on his podcast, and already this editor's working overtime, so God bless that. Because I was ready to watch his thing. I might watch a little bit of After Destiny Leaves on the Locale podcast, just to see Boogie's meltdown afterwards. He looks so upset and disappointed. It's so funny. It's like food for my soul, because I'm already full on food from a sushi place that I went to. Conveyor belt sushi. Incredible stuff. Let's just start. I'm talking too much.
They don't need that test to confirm cancer. Why would you spend extra money on a biopsy they don't need?
I don't know if you heard of this, Destiny. I just got a bit of a windfall.
What's a windfall?
He did a $10,000 crypto scam.
That's so funny. Yeah, he has insurance, so he's full of himself.
And he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer. I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
Get 10,000. You're not seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical records.
You can see my medical records for $5,000, Destiny. I'm totally fine with that. I don't care. Okay, just I'm gonna redact one thing: the small penis disorder. Okay.
In the future, then, when Boogie says I have to do XYZ scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much, he can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said that he has.
This is true, and you lied about cancer. This is the biggest scandal on the internet.
It's funny because I think a couple of days ago somebody said this was going to happen, and I saw Destiny like researching polycythemia vera on his stream, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be crazy. This is just going to be so funny.
What do you know about Boogie's crypto scam?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all?
Nope.
What ends up happening here? What people don't watch Boogie for like him being like a good person or anything he has to say. They watch him for the joke of himself. So if anything, this is probably going really well for him. I just don't see him being able to top this. And so like his next escapade is going to have to be like something to do with his girlfriend that's like absolutely heinous or something, because like he's got nowhere else to go. He keeps burning through the shock value for content. Like, where does he go from here?
All right, we're gonna have a chat about it. All right. Okay. So Boogie, as everyone in chat knows, is an epic lolcow. Okay, he's fallen off. He used to be seen as the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. And
oh, this is actually just CoffeeZilla. This is Destiny reacting to the CoffeeZilla thing. We don't need to watch this. We're gonna skip right to the interview. Oh no, wait. This is just the end. He just confronts Boogie on his cancer.
Let's see if it worked.
Wait, what? How long is this?
Good luck.
Join video call. Oh my God, there's so
okay, yeah, we're just gonna go right into it. We don't have to watch all of this. I thought this like it was gonna be that much. I guess let's see it.
many people.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
A popular streamer by the name of Destiny.
Yeah, I know.
Where the fuck is our webcam at?
Listen, probably.
Hey Jack, what's going on? Thank you for $5. Hey, Papa and amigos. I'm gonna Uber now and work out after. Papa, I think you should call your Gooner fans. Your fans Gooners. I would be a Gooner, then a Goner. Incredible. Sorry, I can't read lately. I wonder if it's the glasses. I might have to make things bigger. I'm getting old.
OBS is using it.
Oh my God. Hold on. We're turning the camera on.
I have to delete it.
You guys literally ruined the intro. He gave you a big shout out.
Can you just shut the fuck up?
And then there's no
Shut
chat.
up. You're so
And it's just
negative.
your voice, and it's just fucking cringe.
Everything about...
There.
Yeah. Do we have a camera?
You know,
How you guys doing tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, how's it going? We can see you. You guys look fantastic.
Turn it on.
I mean, some of you.
Don't
at
be
least.
so friendly.
Look at
There we are.
Hey,
Oh
there
my
we go.
God, we're on.
But not X.
Okay, we don't need him. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, you're not. You can say whatever you want, and it's gonna be like we said it.
All right, are we good to go?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. You're good.
Okay. Boogie2988, you are being confronted tonight.
2488. Why?
I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move. Hold.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
It's, you know what's so interesting? My wife was just talking to me today. She said she was talking to somebody at work, and they were saying something that was so weird that she felt stupid. Right? Like, you ever talk to somebody and they say something that's like so bizarre, like it makes absolutely no sense that you think you're dumb because you're just like, there's no way somebody could be this dumb. Like, it must be me. That's what this cancer thing is. Like, nobody would ever think somebody would go stoop so low as to fake a cancer diagnosis, right? Or let's say sensationalize it, because again, he probably got the markers for it and then decided he had it for attention so he could bait money. And that's like where we're at. And I feel like Boogie's probably even shocked that anybody would call him on this.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
My explanation is that he just had like a high white blood cell count, and that was it, because he's fat, because he's big, like me. Like, I had the same thing. That's it. It doesn't mean that you have it. It means you have a marker for it.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia. Can you explain?
Well, then why would he call it? Why would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera?
Hormone markers in your blood don't mean you have polycythemia vera. It means that you have a marker. It doesn't mean that you have it. Thank you, Steve Keith, for the $5. Papa, what's worse, that Boogie lied or that he's cancer-free? Yikes! That's a tough call, brother. I don't know. Personally, I think I can't. Personally, all I gotta say is that if I was an astrologist, I'd love the star sign Cancer. I'd be rooting for it if I was an astrologist. That's all I'm gonna say. So it's unfortunate stuff. Okay.
Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
Well, if he ordered a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be weird that you told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation. If
because the markers are in my blood.
It would be weird because he doesn't get any of those.
Hormone markers are in my blood.
Correct,
Destiny.
but you said
So what medication are you on that's explicitly for this thing?
that you'd received a diagnosis, but now you just told me that you got a bone marrow biopsy to
It's a
confirm.
diagnosis, and now we're confirming.
Sure.
It's called a confirmation.
Well, no, like you wouldn't get the diagnosis and then confirm the diagnosis. You would get the markers for something, and then you would get the confirmation of the diagnosis. That doesn't make any sense.
Hormone markers are.
Wouldn't it be so funny if, like, he actually went to the doctor and got confirmed, like, a cancer? He actually got it confirmed that he had cancer, but it was, like, too little, too late. He's been going around basically sensational. Like, this is his best case scenario, is that Boogie actually has cancer, that has, like, a life expectancy of 20 years. But he never confirmed it because he's lazy and didn't care. And then he's talked about it, and then he gets called on a shit. And then even though he gets it confirmed later on, he's still fucked.
already in my blood.
Yep. So I think what happened is Boogie, based on everything,
because I'm wanting to do that because I'm praying to God I don't fucking have cancer.
He doesn't care.
I'm praying to God I'm taking the 1 in a million fucking chance that they're fucking wrong and that there's another reason that I have
It's like not even that bad of a cancer, though. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like, it's what?
the hormone fucking imbalances in my blood.
yeah. Why are you praying?
Guys, I hope that I'm not dying. By the way, let me go eat $5,000 worth of food. Come on, get out of here. I mean, when is enough, you know?
Praying to God 2 years after you said that you have cancer, that you don't have cancer.
Because 2 years ago, they told me I have polycythemia vera based on the fact that I
2 years ago, and you're just gonna get a confirmation now? No way. It doesn't exist. Not true. 2 years ago. This is why Destiny's so fun. This is why the love. This is why Destiny's such a lovable guy, because he'll go and he'll deep dive something none of us have interested. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, this is fucking crazy. 2 years it's been. There's no, if it's 2 years and you had this, it would have been confirmed by now. That's just a fact. I don't know what else to tell you. There's absolutely no way.
had increased red blood cell counts, increased hemoglobin, and
Yeah,
the
me too.
hormone markers in my blood. And
Yeah, okay, that doesn't mean anything. I've had the same thing. That's also because of diabetes. That's also just because you have diabetes. Like, that could be the explanation, is that you're overweight. What?
it all spelled pretty definitively that I have this. And so he wanted to get a bone marrow biopsy, but it is intrusive and expensive, so they decided to forego it. I would like to still get it done because I am hopeful, I am praying that there's a fucking merciful God of the world that would be
I hope there's a merciful God too.
willing to fucking let this be wrong.
I hope there's a merciful God that would let it be right. But also, he's just playing, he's just playing it up. And if it happened, he'd be like, "See, I was so lucky. There is a merciful God." God, where's Jake Doolittle? Jake, we need Jake Doolittle. You made something about Ethan and his lupus. You got to make something about Boogie and his poopus. This fucking lie that this guy's pushing. Okay.
Even though it most certainly is not.
So why are you talking about expensive cancer treatments if they don't even know if you have cancer? That nothing has been confirmed yet.
They're
It's been 2 years.
treating it, dipshit.
How are they treating
They're treating it before they've confirmed it.
it for 2 fucking years.
How are they treating it, Boogie?
So your cancer, so the cancer medication is really expensive, but he doesn't have the money for a bone marrow biopsy. That would arguably less expensive in the short term or in the long term. How does that make any sense? You're telling me that the biopsy's expensive and so is the medication. So instead of confirming that you have it before starting the med so you could save money if you don't have it, you've decided to just take the medication. Also, whatever medication he might be on that's related to this, it would probably just be medication that lowers his like hemoglobin counts and his red blood cell counts or whatever other nonsense he's talking about. It wouldn't actually be a medication that was explicitly for this cancer. It would be, there's a lot of things out there. Thank you for the $2 from Jim, and also thank you for the $2 from Sleepy Papa. You need to watch the live stream. It's insane. I might watch parts of it. That's how a lot of different things work. Is like you have a particular diagnosis, and it's like, okay, we're gonna have to treat the symptoms of the diagnosis, right? Like we understand that. Yeah.
Okay.
Blood test, blood thinners, bloodletting, medications. They're trying to get my weight down. I've seen
What are they putting leeches on you?
the doctor every 3 fucking months. I'm doing blood tests.
Yeah, I see a doctor every 3 months too. Or I'm supposed to for diabetes. This is diabetes stuff. When you have diabetes, they tell you to see the doctor every 3 months to make sure that you check your things. All these different things he's putting into here are normal for anybody of his weight or anybody that is of like less than his weight. Oh, I gotta see the doctor every 3 months. Yeah, me too. Like that's part of being fat. It's part of being a fat person.
Letting medication.
How are they treating it, Boogie?
The fuck is bloodletting medication? What? What is bloodletting in general? A practice of drawing blood from a person's veins for therapeutic reasons? Get the fuck out of here.
Blood test, blood thinners, bloodletting.
So, blood tests. I get blood tests every 3 months, or when I'm supposed to when I go to the doctor. It's to check your levels. Your blood pressure, the big three: blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol. Those are the big three. Blood thinners is because when you get fat and you have a lot of your blood gets thicker, so you're on blood thinners. These are normal things for somebody that's overweight. Just to be clear, these are normal things for somebody that's like very overweight. Okay, I'm not on blood thinners. I don't need to be, but these are normal. And you want to know what a blood thinner is? Like Advil's a blood thinner, just so that you know here. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, like these are very normal things for somebody. So when I'm not saying that this confirms he doesn't have this. What I'm saying, he's bringing all these things up that normal fat people do. Show us your medical record for $5,000. Oh, these are all normal things for somebody who's overweight. Thank you for the small gut, Randy Orton. Thank you, brother.
Medications. They're trying to get my weight down. I'm seeing the doctor every 3 fucking months. I'm doing blood tests every fucking month.
Normal.
We're doing
Yep.
So they don't know.
Those are normal things for somebody that has diabetes. Incredible.
No.
So
You wanna hold my fucking hand?
Well, sure. So I can explain. So I can explain everything, right? So Boogie has a condition called polycythemia, which means there's an elevation in his.
Polycythemia vera.
No.
Polycythemia vera.
You fat fuck. I want to hear the guy who actually knows something.
Polycythemia vera. He knows more about my fucking medical diagnosis than I do.
guarantee.
Yeah, probably. You're an unreliable narrator in your own life, so.
I was in the fucking room. My girlfriend was in the fucking room.
Your girlfriend was in the room? What was she doing? Coloring? Oh, who cares if she was there?
Go right the fucking head, Destiny. Go right the fucking head.
No, be nice,
Okay,
Boogie.
yeah, I will go ahead. Okay, so I think that Boogie was told that he has polycythemia, which means he has an elevation of his red blood cells. Now, there is a cancer known as polycythemia vera, which is caused by a mutation in some part of your body that causes an elevation of 3 different levels of things you'll find. One of those is the red blood cell count. However, when Boogie was talking about the polycythemia, he mentioned a couple things that I thought were interesting. The first was that taking an exogenous hormone, TRT, testosterone, that caused an increase in him developing this condition.
Okay.
So taking testosterone will not cause you to develop a cancer. That doesn't not for this particular cancer. It won't. It will cause you to develop secondary polycythemia. And the second thing
I mean, that makes sense. Like, what is that? Just some of the markers that could potentially elevate some of the markers? Okay.
he mentioned was that his doctor ordered a sleep study. That's because one of the things
Well, he probably has fucking sleep apnea.
that can cause your body to produce more red blood cells is if you have hypoxemia.
It's normal for anybody that takes any sort of serious medication to get a blood work every 3 months. Okay, fair enough. But I think that you understand my point. My point here is that he keeps talking about these things like I get my blood work done every 3 months. I see a doctor every 3 months, as if this is uncommon for somebody of his of his weight. Like, let's be honest, if he's getting these things done every 3 months, which he probably is, it's because of his weight. It's not because of his imaginary cancer.
Which is a lower count of or a low amount of oxygen in your blood for an extended period of time. And the reason why he ordered that sleep study is probably because Boogie either has pulmonary obstructive something, or he has, as he mentioned, sleep apnea. And sleep apnea,
that makes sense,
which is a decrease in oxygen overnight, can lead to a decrease in oxygen in your blood, which can lead to an increase in the production of red blood cells.
That makes absolute sense because, again, the doctor said when I went and I got this test and I had I think it was elevated red blood cells. This was a while ago. They said that smoking cigarettes could be one of the causes of this. And so I imagine that smoking cigarettes probably has aids to some kind of restriction of airflow or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So
all of the things that Boogie described, both the things that cause this and the treatments for it, are consistent with secondary polycythemia. None of these are consistent with cancer. And the fact that he's saying that they've now ordered a biopsy 2 years after. 2 years after. Let me finish real quick. Real quick.
No, I want to hear it. I don't care about his points. I want to hear this.
2 years ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you just said now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer.
So why wouldn't they? They wouldn't take 2 years to confirm this. Sorry, it just wouldn't happen. You wouldn't take 2 years. You wouldn't be going around talking about how expensive your cancer medication is, but then not get this confirmation due to the expense, right? That makes no sense.
Confirmation.
There would be no reason for them to get the confirmation. Like, here's the thing. If he had all these markers for this fucking cancer and they decided that they didn't feel the need to get the confirmation by doing the bone marrow biopsy and they decided to put him on medical or treatment, let's say that's true. They wouldn't 2 years down the line decide to get a bone marrow biopsy, right? That's it. That's it. Like, it's one or the other. It's either... I got the bone marrow biopsy right when I got all these other markers to confirm it then, or the doctor said my levels were so high that they didn't need to confirm it, and so I didn't get the confirmation. There's no reason for 2 years later to get a confirmation, right? Now, I'm skeptical about this concept that they'd start treatment before confirmation for the cancer. They might have started treatment, but they definitely... for the elevated whatever blood counts and whatnot, absolutely, but that's not the cancer. That would just be from whatever cell counts they are.
Wait, is this House MD? Are we treating a blood cancer without actually confirming it yet? For 2 years, you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
Because it was in my blood markers, and that's pretty goddamn definitive. You can Google that.
Okay.
Destiny, when you have the
but Boogie just Googled this yesterday so that he had this argument.
Hormones, when you have the hormone in the blood that is produced by this cancer, it's pretty goddamn definitive. It doesn't show up for just the shit sakes of it.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Look, you won't keep saying you're the patient. You know what your body has.
Just show us the stuff.
Yes.
When I go to the doctor, they give me shit like this, which is like papers.
Because I was gonna say, Boogie can have this whole thing. Show me a single document with polycythemia vera on it. You don't have one. I don't think the doctor ever diagnosed you with it.
Can I ask you something, Destiny? Is it possible that when the doctor was seeing him, they were asking you could have polycythemia?
Does he ever say the name of the expensive med? Oh, I don't know. I don't think he does. Probably not.
Cythemia, if I'm saying it correctly, or polycythemia vera, but you don't have the cancer version. You have this version.
Correct.
There is polycythemia.
I'm asking him. Is it could be like a lost in translation type situation?
Yeah. So polycythemia just means you have an elevation of red blood cells. That's all it means. Your red blood cell count is high. And
so
I think
you can be fat and sleep apnea can create
sleep apnea could do it. Yeah. Anything. Yeah. Like that could cause it. And
cigarettes, being fat, all these things could do it. Yeah.
The fact that Boogie said we knew that when I was taking TRT, this was a risk of that. That means that risk is to develop secondary polycythemia. That was the risk, and then that is what ended up happening.
Okay. I'm understanding this additional argument here. Okay. Destiny's saying that Boogie, and you probably all got it, but I'm fucking dumb as shit. Destiny's saying that he started taking TRT, started taking testosterone. I don't know why. He doesn't look jacked at all. Okay. I want to see that Craig Titus look, right? He started taking TRT, I guess testosterone, and he said it could cause this cancer, but it doesn't cause the cancer. It just causes polycythemia, which is apparently just like an elevated red blood cell count. And so because he confirmed that he had the cancer due to this medication, Destiny's saying that that actually doesn't cause the cancer, and he's lying. What's probably happening, this is charitable, is Boogie is sensationalizing his diagnosis. He's throwing a Vera on there because it's like, well, it's kind of true, right? I wouldn't doubt that at all. Does anybody doubt that he would sensationalize? He's lying, but he would sensationalize for attention.
Unfortunately,
like he made his girlfriend cry on a documentary about. Like he fucking brought her to tears for like his stupid documentary. If you're willing to do that, you're willing to do a lot of things. If you can't even respect yourself or your partner, you're like, I don't know what to tell you. You're obviously a fucking loser.
but it's not cancer. That was induced because of just a low oxygenation of the blood.
So why? Explain to me, Destiny, why there are markers, hormone markers in my blood that have tested positively for polycythemia vera.
If there was, then he wouldn't have.
One of your medical papers.
If there was, then you would have gotten the confirmation 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers my medical papers. Go fuck yourself. I said that 2 years
I'm not going to show you. Why? Didn't they offer? Apparently, they offered like $55,000.
ago, and I'm staying by it now. Destiny Jackson Clark, Keemstar, you can see it when I fucking die. It's my fucking goddamn medical record. I've given you every goddamn phone call. I've given you
What?
every fucking text. I've given you. It's never made a single goddamn thing better. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Go fuck yourselves.
I find this so funny. It's actually interesting because it's like he's almost a good actor because he's pretending to be outraged by this question. It's just very funny because you know that this would just solve the whole thing. Yeah, he's fucking. I truly wonder like how much of this is for the attention of it. Like maybe the podcast is in a bad spot. So like let's crack this open on the fucking cancer lie because I wouldn't doubt it. Like the guy's gone on and he talked to my buddy Caleb Hammer, okay, friend of the show. And he was he was fucking talking about how like he rage baits for attention. Like he literally said that. He talks about it towards the end of the conversation with Caleb Hammer. He talks about how he intentionally lies for attention, sensationalizes because he has no credibility left, and that's the only way that he can make a living. And so like I truly wonder like how much of this is just an orchestration of events to make money for himself. You know? I don't know. I don't know. And it's like we're at a point where we've blurred the lines between what could and couldn't be true that I just do not care. And if he does have it and he passes away from it, there won't be any, oh man, you know, I know people didn't like him, but I'm not even going to say anything about it because it's not going to be nice. Because I don't care. Like, he's just a valueless person. Like, I don't know what it is exactly. Oh, 100,000 was the offer after Tom chipped in? That's incredible. Okay, I'll throw another 1,000 on it. I can't. I don't have that much money. I'm not gonna throw that in there. Okay, I'm trying to have a baby soon. I'm gonna save for that. Okay. He's such a weak piece of shit. You know, everybody else on like this podcast here, and even myself, you know, everybody has their flaws, and there's things that you could look and go like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Boogie is a particular type of spineless fuck. He is like a globfish. I can't with this. Like he's just such a whiny, victim-y little fuck. Well, not really a little fuck. There's never any capacity to have any respect for this thing. It's fucking just pathetic. I don't know. I get so worked up. I fucking dislike this guy so much. Like, he's such a privileged person, and this is what he decides to do with himself. Lie about having cancer, victim himself constantly. You're a 50-year-old man, and this is what you want your legacy to be. It's fucking embarrassing. Thank you, Carter R., for the small gut, brother.
You could easily end this right now by just showing
I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP. I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP.
Okay, well, no, here's an easy question.
Goddamn thing. The last goddamn thing.
You're the one who
piece
keeps
of
LARPing.
fucking security I have in the fucking world.
So the easy thing here is if there are blood markers
Wait, hold on. I want to see something.
that
Last
definitively
piece of fucking security I have in the fucking world.
Last piece of security?
so the
Thing. The last goddamn thing.
You're the one who
last
keeps
piece of
LARPing.
fucking security I have in the fucking world.
What does he mean by security? What?
so the easy thing here is
What makes this secure? I don't get that.
if there are blood markers that definitively confirm polycythemia vera as a blood cancer, then why are they doing a biopsy?
Because I'm insisting on it. Because
Drop
I'm
the
hoping they're
microphone.
wrong.
No, wait.
Why are you insisting on it if you have no money and they've already confirmed the diagnosis?
Why would you have to insist on a biopsy if you can confirm with with blood markers? It's because you can't.
Because I'm hoping that I are wrong.
If you're
That none of that makes any sense whatsoever. So now what he's telling us is he has no money. That's why he needs to scam his fans for money. But he's insisting on a really expensive blood test for what reason?
hoping they're wrong, then why 2 years?
Oh, he said privacy. Well, the reason he has no privacy left is because he parades. Doesn't he like parade his girlfriend around in some fucking Princess Leia outfit? Like I mean, like you're the reason you have no privacy in your own life. Like you've set no boundaries, for privacy. So
Years ago, you're talking about fighting cancer. Why would you be talking about
I have been for 2 years.
fighting cancer? How? With what? With blood thinners?
Oh, this one's for you.
hopefully the cancer is as good of a boxer as Wings to Redemption is. So
Boogie.
Because oh god damn it, you treat polycythemia
what the fuck? Did he just hold up an L?
vera almost.
This one's for you, Boogie.
That's so fucking dumb. I fucking hated that moment. It was fucking crazy. I don't know why it's so funny, but it's so immature. And I think it's just so funny holding up this L for him.
Because
So goddamn immature. Holy fuck.
oh god damn it, because you treat polycythemia vera almost identically to the way that you treat polycythemia. Because you can't attack the cancer directly. All you can do is treat the symptoms. And the symptoms are identical to polycythemia. Because
Okay, but you just probably don't have the cancer.
it's the same fucking thing with
So then what's the point of getting the confirmation then? What's the point of getting the same confirmation? Like none of this makes any sense. So what you're saying is you're going to get this really I could believe that it has the same treatments for it. What's the point though of getting the bone marrow test if you still have the symptoms of polycythemia without the vera? We'll just call it non-vera. What's the point? You're drowning in debt, according to you. You can't afford your medications month by month. You're living paycheck to paycheck, but you're going to get a really expensive blood marrow confirmation for something that, by your current admission, means nothing. None of this makes sense.
the exception. One's getting caused by an external source, and the other's being caused.
No, apparently you can take oral chemo for the treatment. Oh, can you? I'd rather take anal chemo. Polycythemia versus vera treatment. There's no cure. If you have polycythemia vera, blood tests might reveal more red blood cell counts than normal and sometimes an increase in platelets, a greater percentage of red blood cells, elevated levels of iron-rich protein in the red blood cells. Okay, cool. Specific bone marrow exchange. Bone marrow aspiration, a healthcare provider uses the needle to remove a small amount of liquid bone marrow used from a spot. Okay. Soft gene testing. I mean, maybe. There's no cure for polycythemia vera. Treatment focused on reducing your risk of complications. These treatments may increase easier symptoms, blood withdrawals, treatment to reduce itching, drugs that reduce number of blood things. Cool.
By fucking cancer, and in this case, it's getting caused by fucking cancer. Destiny.
So, I truly hope so.
I do think there are different treatments available for polycythemia vera, and I think that the outcomes for that are significantly worse than just having it induced by some other thing like sleep apnea or hypoxia. But I mean, if you wanted to, the treatment plan is pretty identical. Yeah, the treatment plan is pretty identical. So if there were
yeah, so I wouldn't doubt that Boogie researched this or asked the doctor, "Hey, what's the difference?" Oh, well, the treatment plan is the same. He's like, "Okay, great. I think I have cancer now, according to the internet." Oh, cool stuff.
There are two huge things. So one, you could show it to a private party and they could confirm, somebody like Keemstar. But two, the issue is that if you want to keep your medical issues to yourself, I think everybody is entitled to that right, obviously. But if you're going to come out...
I should have never talked about it to begin with. I should have never talked about it to begin with.
No kidding. No, it would have been fine. It would have been absolutely fine if Boogie said, yeah, man, you know, kind of sucks. Like, I have the markers for polycythemia vera or polycythemia. I'm a little, like, worried about it, but it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with, like, coming out and talking to your audience about something like that. Like, if I actually had that issue, like, I'd probably come on my stream and be like, yeah, I have this. Like, it sucks. I might even make a video about, like, talking about, like, oh, these are, like, my kind of issues with it. I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little upset. Probably wouldn't, but, like, that would be fine. But I wouldn't sit here and start fucking trying to, like, desperately scam people and then being like, oh, I'm just doing it because I have cancer. Shut the fuck up. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Stop. Hold on.
The reason I was going to do a GoFundMe was because they verify, for the record.
They verify your blood work?
They verify.
So
that would
They verify your blood work?
yeah, so GoFundMe does not do the best verification, as has been proven multiple times in the past.
Yeah, I just don't believe what he's saying.
But the issue is that you say that you shouldn't have talked about it, but the fact is that you did. You did the day that you got the diagnosis. You're like, well, I was considering doing this, but I just got my diagnosis today. So you weren't considering.
No, the day that he got his blood work done, not this diagnosis. He was bro. I'm telling you, Boogie was fucking jumping and cheering for joy when he got the fucking markers for polycythemia vera or whatever. I guarantee you, this is somebody who likes to be a victim. He's a fucking professional victim. He wants to be a victim. Of course, he was jumping for joy. This is the kind of person that, like, hopes that they get fucking robbed. Okay? That's what it comes down to. That's it.
You did it
I sat on
instantly.
it for a while. I sat on it for a while.
Wait, on your tweet,
I sat on it for a while.
did you not say that I got my diagnosis today and then talk about it?
They told me. Okay. They told me in the office that they were worried about it. Then they did.
Yo, that's what they do. That's what the doctor said to me. They're like, "Oh, we're a little worried about it. We should do." I think I think what they said, and I went there. I should have probably followed up. I'll talk to the doctor next time. But they said my levels were lower last time I went to my regular doctor, so like I'm not that worried about it. But when they sent me to a cancer specialist, they sent you off. You go there, you get something done. You go get blood work for them, and then you go and you meet up with them. So I got my blood work at I think Quest Diagnostic or something. I met up at them. They said like, oh, these levels are higher. They first asked me if I smoked cigarettes, blah blah blah. I lied because I was quitting, but I smoked a couple cigarettes the day before, or like the day of the fucking blood work. Like, yeah, this is high. What we want to do is like in 3 months we're going to come back and we're going to test again. And then I was like, okay, and then I just never came back. So that's what something like that. I don't remember the specifics, but that's pretty much it. You know, I was like, okay, and then like I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm fucking paying all these goddamn medical bills. Fuck this. You know, I probably could have been a little more diligent, but I get routine blood work for my diabetes, my high blood pressure, my high cholesterol. Again, I'm off insulin. God bless. So like whatever they were looking at that caused them to send me in the first place wasn't an issue anymore. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is.
The blood tests. Then yes, I did tweet about it on the day that I got confirmation, but I sat on it for a couple of months before, or for a couple of weeks before talking about it because it took a while for us to get the blood results.
So you sat on it when you didn't know the
You sat on it. You didn't sit on anything. You just hadn't have a confirmation. What? That's not the same thing.
answer? That's not called sitting on it. That's just called waiting for an answer. Also, if you were so keen on diagnosing whether you had cancer or not, why would you wait 2 years to get the
I don't know if you've
biopsy?
ever followed my Twitter before, but I tend to tweet shit as it happens. This
Whoa, guys! On the ground breaking news. He might be Hassan Piker.
is when I started
Real-time news, motherfucker.
I don't understand why
He might be Hassan Porker, guys. This is fucking crazy.
you're waiting. I don't understand why you wait 2 years.
Solid cancer
Yeah,
diagnosis.
His cancer's
It's
pretty
not,
fucking
there
serious.
is no cancer.
His cancer's pretty fucking
It's secondary
serious.
polycythemia. There is no cancer.
I'm not trying to be fucking rude. Even if he had this cancer, it's not that serious. Like, like I'm not even trying to be rude. It's not good. Cancer's never good. It's never good to have cancer. Okay, but this is like the highest life expectancy. It's like a 20-year life expectancy once you're diagnosed. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't care. You know, it's like
Answer here. There's no proof of it. You can't show anybody.
anybody else in this thing could have that, and I'd be like, oh, that sucks, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, that's even if I didn't like the person, I'd be like, that sucks. But this one,
because it's not real. And yeah, as somebody that like his mom had cancer, it's just a little bit gross. I feel like when people are talking publicly about fighting cancer.
Who
and
is the
stuff.
person that faked cancer before? The chick. You know who I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah, only had cancer once. Yahoo!
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
a
don't
vintage
remember.
meme.
Nah, that's
a
classic.
vintage.
Wasn't
See,
it Emily from RuneScape or
There's
something?
so many people that don't know that meme right now.
Yeah.
Can I ask Boogie? Is it possible that you just jumped the gun on?
why would you want to fake cancer, man? That's just asking for bad energy in your life. Okay, I know that's a little bit cringe, a little bit of a woman's perspective, you know, energy. Gay. Just being stupid. But why would you want that in your life? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say that. That's fucking terrible, man. That's horrible. Oh, thank you. Oh, shit.
Releasing your diagnosis thing.
No.
You don't think you jumped the gun a little bit?
Anything is possible.
Wow, XQC's giving him an out. Do you think as you jumped the gun, maybe? Maybe you just got a little too excited?
Sure.
I just don't understand why you won't
Anything's possible. Okay.
just go grab a piece of paper and just disprove them. Like,
Because I
you
don't
have
have
all these
pronounced
feelings.
He has nothing with those words on it.
Number two, and like I said a year ago, when these motherfuckers tried to
Hold
get
on,
to
hold on.
this is the
This
one
is-
last
this is
thing
a
I have
shitty
left.
excuse,
The
but this
motherfuckers
is
were
a-
in my marriage. You guys were in everything else. You're in every aspect of my life. Fuck.
You're putting people in those. This guy acts like everybody's like fucking stealing his personal information from his life. This guy's going on a goddamn podcast saying he's fucking rage baiting for attention and that he's like doing all this shit for attention. Like he's going on there talking about how he's got to be the bad guy because he needs fucking views for his podcast or whatever. Like you're the one doing that. You're the one that's fucking like making disgusting pictures of you and your girlfriend. Okay. Like I don't understand. Disgusting because of you. I would never insult her, of course. She's just a child. I don't hate kids unless they're my own brothers or they're on an iPad at a fucking Golden Corral. I'm just fucking around. Anyway, you're the one. Like, you could just keep things to your fucking self. You can set that boundary. You decide not to. So he's playing this game where obviously it's like, I don't have anything left. Like, who do you think this resonates with? Nobody. It's not a good argument. You know you're full of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
have one goddamn.
What you're trying to tell me?
Tomorrow.
That's not really-
Lead. Boogie lies about cancer, then to hand this shit over to you pieces of shit. That's
How about
just.
this?
I'd rather
Can
do
you
that.
get-
I'd rather
can you
do
get
that. Go
access-
ahead, print it, Dexter. Go
Why?
ahead and print.
Can you get your patient?
Bro, imagine making $100,000 to prove these guys wrong because you actually have it. Because you actually have this diagnosis. Because that's what he apparently would make between Mutahar, Destiny, and Turkey Tom. They apparently made it $100,000. 100,000, and you're turning it down because I don't have any privacy left. $100,000 for like a medical record for somebody in private. They just need to confirm this in private. That's all you'd need.
Patient portal up on your phone and like send it
Sure,
to Tommy.
and I'm
or
not going
somebody?
to.
He's never doing that. He does not have a cancer diagnosis. There is
Not
0% chance that he
going
has one. And the leading thing for this cancer diagnosis the doctor talked about has to do with secondary polycythemia. The sleep apnea was a contributor to that, and the TRT was a contributor to that.
Except for the hormone markers in my blood. Except for
Yeah, but if you had hormone markers for it, that's either a definitive diagnosis, in which case you wouldn't be getting a biopsy 2 years later, or it wasn't definitive, and you would have gotten a biopsy 2 years later instead of saying they're treating you for cancer for 2 years. You just said before that you don't have the money for extra medical stuff. If they don't need that test to confirm cancer, why would you spend extra money on a biopsy they don't need?
You know, if you heard of this, Destiny, I just got a bit of a windfall.
Ooh.
Might have heard.
Oh, that's, I don't know if you heard of this. I got a bit of a windfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? This podcast was a windfall for him. He's made money on this podcast. Just to be absolutely clear, something that people should keep in mind, right? He was going on bitching about this when he had no income. He was just collecting like $3,000 a month, which is insane from what I remember last time, off of the passive revenue on his content, and he refused to work more because, you know, he's a hardworking guy. But then you got this podcast, which means you have a new revenue stream on top of whatever you're not doing on the other stuff because you're refusing to work. But anyway, whatever else you're doing. So why wouldn't you do it once you got the podcast going that somebody else had to set up for you because you were too lazy to do any of your actual work on your own content? I don't really understand. Like, none of this makes sense.
You may have heard of it.
We have,
What's
yes,
that? What's the
he did
windfall?
a $10,000 crypto scam using partly his
Plus 2% of something. I didn't quite understand what exactly it was. 2% of what? But
cancer thing as an excuse for why he needed to scam his fans. But
I just wanted to, I want to join real quick
That seems
because
like-
you just got caught lying about me
Sure,
to
go
Coffee
ahead.
Seems like a lot of
All
effort
right.
to go through.
And
No, I
now,
didn't.
and now
I
you're
told
being
Coffee
confronted.
exactly that. I
And
told
now
Coffee
you're being
exactly what I told
confronted on one of the biggest lies on
what did he confirm? What did he lie about Keemstar?
Look,
internet
I don't-
history.
I don't
I can't
consider
think of
it
it.
seriously.
And you won't prove it?
No,
You won't
no.
prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If
Print
this
it.
is true,
Go ahead,
if
print
this
it.
is true, and you lied
Go
about
ahead, print
cancer,
it.
this is the biggest scandal on the
And
internet.
it's not. But
It's not the biggest scandal. I'm just going to be real. And I think everybody here feels the same way. This is laughing at Boogie tumbling down the stairs is funny. It's very rare that you get somebody that is such a bad person. I don't want to be explicit because I don't need to put myself at risk. That is such a bad person that it doesn't matter what horrible thing happens to them. It's a funny joke to watch. Okay, it's similar to, not quite as bad as those fucking two guys on Twitter who walk around smack the shit out of pedophiles. It's funny to watch. I don't know what to tell you. Is it right? I don't know. I hope, as long as they're getting arrested, I don't care. But I feel like beating the shit out of them maybe hurts that part. But it's funny, and it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't know if I knew the guys' names, I'd say it, but I forget their names. It's fucking funny because they're out there trying to meet up with like 10-year-olds. Boogie's not that bad, of course. But it's the same energy of just worthlessness. Okay? That's just what it is. And so that's it. This isn't the biggest thing. Nobody expects this. You know? Everybody expects this. They're like, oh yeah, like what a loser. Like that's your thought. Nobody's like this. I never could have saw this coming. No, we saw this coming. We didn't see this coming. Like what the fuck? So what the fuck are you talking about?
go ahead and print it anyway.
Biggest scandal.
Go ahead and
Prove
print it
it.
anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead and prove
Prove
it.
it.
None of you motherfuckers.
Fucking
I said this
prove
2
it.
years ago, and I'm not doing it today.
Okay.
Go right ahead. Print it. Print it the way it is.
I love that. Like this is the one time Boogie pretends to have a moral code. Yeah, you know what? You do this. Yeah, I'm a man. I'm a man. Bro, get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking pussy. Motherfucker's acting like he's this big man. Oh, I'm fucking proof. Do it. I'm a man. Get the fuck out of here. Every single day, you cry on camera. You beg to other grown men on the camera because you're a fucking waste of space. You're a slug. But now you have the moral principle. And I'm not going to release my medical information for $100,000. Wow. That's a crazy time. I would fucking collect the bag. I wouldn't want everybody to have access to it. But I would if for 100 grand, like I'd give access to okay. Fucking 50 grand even 5 grand, fuck it. Who gives a shit? Oh, thank you so much for the $2 sleepy. Boogie told Coffee he doesn't get paid from the pod? What? He said that? Did I miss that? What an idiot. There's no way. He begged Keemstar to make this for him. Boogie was so... Listen, I'm going to be real with you. Content creation for a lot of content creators, myself included, is extraordinarily easy. People are looking to just watch people that they like in very low effort formats on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Okay, Boogie falls in the same category of effort. Well, lower than me. But of that, the effort he'd have to put into his content is abysmally low. That's just a reality. This guy could stream video games 4 hours a day. Keep in mind some decent clippable points. Live stream it on YouTube. Monetize the stream. And then like put some like 1 minute clips up of 1 or 2 per day. And he would be able to make like a solid living. Like, it's so fucking easy right now to do. It's just so goddamn easy. And he doesn't do that. So he had to beg somebody to make a podcast for him to pay him because he's too fucking lazy to do that. That's it. That's pathetic. Like, that's what it comes down to. And the entire thing centralizes around him embarrassing himself. It's crackhead behavior. That's funny, actually. Where'd you hear that? That's very funny. And true. It is fucking crackhead behavior. Okay? What the hell's happening?
Go right ahead.
Print it, run it.
Okay, so I guess just to wrap up, because we don't want to take all you guys' time tonight. So just as a couple things, right? So the story as laid out, if you look up secondary polycythemia versus polycythemia vera, all of the leading things that Boogie talks about leading to his condition are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not the mutation that would cause polycythemia vera. The things that Boogie says that his doctor wants him to check for afterwards, like doing a sleep study, are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not primary polycythemia. And the fact that he says, the fact that he says that he had the blood markers or something to confirm it 2 years ago, but is now getting a biopsy for secondary confirmation, even though he says he doesn't have the money for medical bills, but I guess now that he does have money, he's going to waste all of it on biopsying things that are already confirmed, or at least confirmed enough that he wanted to talk about it publicly for 2 years ago, and then use it to fundraise the money that he now has so that he can do the biopsy that I don't even think he's doing, by the way. I don't think he's actually doing that biopsy. I think that's a lie as well. And if you wanted to disprove it, all he has to do is show a private party this particular medical thing, and yeah, and it would be...
That's also fraud. It's just fraud.
To summarize, Jesse, you're basically saying he's kind of unlucky he doesn't have cancer.
No. What he's saying is that we're all unlucky that he doesn't have cancer. That's what it boils down to. Okay? You know, I just I know this is gonna sound weird, but like this is like I've talked about this with my wife before. I fucking hate this guy. I really don't like this guy so much, and like that's the biggest reason why I'll never talk to him. Because like I really just I have so many nasty things to say and think about this guy, and like that's the problem. And like I'm not like, you know what I mean, like everybody goes through their, you know, internet growing pains, but for me to go on and say something that's gonna get me fucking banned and have my life my financial consistency risk is really the biggest thing. Like I don't know what it is, but this guy gets under my fucking skin so goddamn much. He bothers me so much. I fucking actively dislike this person in such a meaningful way. I really just, I would say such horrendous things to him. You know? Like, and I would be unfazed if he did anything with what I said. I wouldn't even laugh. It wouldn't even make me happy. It would just exist. He just exists. Embarrassingly. So, you know, I just fucking can't, man. I just can't. It's not good. And even if I didn't get any kind of ban, like, what kind of audience am I attracting if I just say some vile things about this guy to him? Well, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... I get so worked up. I get people even now when I make my video and they're like, bro, I don't understand why this guy works you up so much. Like, I feel like it's too much. And I get it. I'm listening to what you're saying. I kind of agree, but I just can't help it. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I mean, for this particular case, yeah. I mean, if he wants, here, I'll do this. If Boogie can confirm that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
No fucking. No fucking. Yeah,
Hey, you need
10,000.
money.
You're
You
not
can't-
seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical records.
$5,000.
I said this
hold on.
It's $5,000 for him to see a piece of paper. Who cares?
Yeah, you leave your own medical history, but you won't leak
Just
it.
remember, okay, so that I just want people to remember in the future
Maybe Boogie's trans and doesn't want anybody to know about it.
that when Boogie says, I have to do X, Y,
Because, like, you know, you've ever, and like, I don't mean to be rude, but you ever see like a fat person and sometimes you're like, I can't tell. You never know.
Z scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much. He can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said that he has. Doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Even I have a fucking limit.
No, you don't.
Even I have a fucking limit.
No, you don't.
What's the limit, though? Yeah, I mean, I think you can probably understand that he,
The limit is my medical records. That's incredible. What?
you know, there's a big history of people, I guess, scamming people with cancer, and it's like the worst of the worst. And you're getting confronted with that right now when your response to that is nuh-uh.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not going ahead. I'm explaining to you.
Wow. Boogie's such a big man right now. Guys, I'm drawing a hard boundary line right now. Because that's what men do. They set firm boundaries. Like monetizing the sexualization of their girlfriends. And getting on their hands and knees and begging. And scamming their fans. I draw the line right after that. Of course. You know? Doing all those things. Fucking, that's acceptable, but privately confirming to one person, who's probably his best friend, Keepstar, that I have this fucking thing for $5,000, which apparently has got up to $100,000 because people are so sure that it's not real. Draw the fucking line. I draw the fucking line.
Go ahead. Go right the fuck ahead.
I'm not.
I don't care.
I'm not going ahead with anything.
He's speaking to you.
No, I'm saying
politely.
I'm trying to explain to you why we're in this situation. It's just that people view this as one of the lowest things, right? It's about as bad as it gets.
You have polycythemia vera. Why aren't you just trying to disprove that, other than them making you look like you're
Because 2 years ago,
cancer for a
because
donation?
2 years ago, I'd rather that than the.
Why would you rather that? It's so stupid.
Was 2 years ago when he was talking to Turkey Tom, like, because I remember covering that.
This is the last thing I have is my medical.
All right, do you care about this
Crazy.
If
anymore?
I hand this over, if I hand this.
Wow. Sorry. Dude, that's fucking insane. What?
That's so stupid.
This is the last thing I have is my medical.
All right, do you care about this
If
anymore?
I hand
That's fucking crazy. Unmuted. It's unmuted. You see it?
this over, if I hand the last.
rather that? That's
This
so
is
stupid.
there.
This is the last thing I have is my medical.
All right, do you care about this
If
anymore?
I hand
Do you care about this anymore? Is fucking horrible. Oh my god. That's so funny to me. To this fucking guy right when he's talking, going on a rant that I'm not listening to, frankly. Do you care about this anymore? Is fucking vicious. That's hard. That's fucking terrible. In a good way. That is how I sum up Boogie. Do you really care about this anymore? You know? It's fucking incredible. God, that's definitely very what the Sigma. That's definitely very Sigma there. Incredible.
hand this over.
Whoever this guy is, he's this fucking savage. What are you talking about? Destiny definitely. Listen, this was like a fucking. I don't think I would live after that. That's insane. I don't think that I could live. There's some things that you just can't live down. And I think that's one of them, brother. That's so fucking intense. After all that, after getting fucking whipped like a dog for like the past 10 minutes or whatever since this part started, 15 minutes. Do you care about this anymore? I don't know. This is really sticking to me, dude. This is making me. I'm fucking crying because I'm laughing. I'm tearing up. This is fucking funny.
If I hand this over, I've given over literally every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Directly to Destiny himself. I mean,
It's funnier if we just hang up on them.
medical record.
Okay, but Hetty, and you know what? This might have turned out differently. Hetty messaged me the night before. And we
Actually, it's your fault that I didn't give you the information to confirm that I have fucking cancer that I'm lying about. I love it when people do that. I don't know exactly how to communicate this, but you ever get those pieces of fucking dog shit who wrong you in some way or wrong somebody in some way, and then they have the audacity to tell you that if you just acted a little bit better by their comparison, they would have just done what you asked? You know what I mean? Like, that's what we just got. We've all been there before. We've all interacted with somebody like that, you know?
Yeah. You wouldn't have nagged him for a whole night not to come out.
Why leak the whole medical history, not just the confirmation?
Because I don't know. I have no
Okay.
idea.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, guys. Cool. We'll see you guys
Take
later.
care, Destiny.
Thanks for
Bye.
coming.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, man. Good night, guys.
Yeah, have a pleasant evening.
Damn. That's fucking crazy. Babaga, do you think that this is the straw that breaks Boogie's girlfriend's back? And this might make her realize at least still how awful he is? Here's what I think. And I could be wrong. When Boogie does die inevitably, some point after that happens, she's gonna go on. She's gonna be interviewed by different like commentary channels. What was your experience with Boogie? And she's just gonna talk about him like he's like, yeah, it wasn't particularly pleasant. He's not gonna be like a horrible, abusive person, but he's gonna be just a lot of work. And he's the kind of person that you date that just kind of brings you down 3 notches and just makes your life tougher by association with like no payoff. You know, that's what's gonna happen. That's pretty much all it is. Desi comes in later in defense. That's crazy, but that's pretty much it.
I was so right. 100%. He was faking it, right? None of his story makes sense. I was so right.
I don't fucking
It's kind of
know.
hard not to pull a fucking soldier boy and you go, and you fat as fuck or some shit.
Why?
Is that where your mind is going right away? Oh my.
She said that she saw in her the diagnosis herself. Wow, that's so crazy. I don't believe her.
My God, dude, I didn't watch this, but apparently it was a good documentary. Is the thing on this dude? Did you see it?
Michael Klum. Shout out to Michael Klum.
I did see it, and it was pretty good. It was done really well.
Okay, so what is the
I'll say that the production value was pretty solid. There was some like weird. The girlfriend crying shit pissed me off.
cliff notes on this dude? Because all I know is he was fat as fuck. And I guess he lost weight, but then he got it back, or maybe he didn't get super not fat. I don't know.
I thought he got a.
I think they're talking about me.
The thing where they
I think they're
make it
talking
not
about
as
me,
big or
dude.
not as stretched, whatever.
I think that's who they're talking about. I got it all back.
I think they're not too good.
Oh, you're talking about that's gastric bypass surgery.
The
Yeah.
pre
Thank you so much for the small gut and from Intense Reality.
Olympic method.
Yeah, but that's good though, because if you continue on your plan with dieting and exercise, whatever,
Yep.
right? Then you garner good results because you're on a path, and that kind of plateaus you up.
Well, when you're on like Ozempic, just keep in mind you don't lose fat, you lose weight. You lose fat and muscle, so you got to be really careful because I think he's on what is it called, like an A1C receptor or something, or an L1C, whatever the fuck it's called.
Right?
Yeah.
But you have to continue that way, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, then it's kind of useless.
Yeah, just fucks you.
Then you just plateau up, and
At
that's
least
it.
somebody's
Okay.
fucking him.
I have no.
Okay. All right, let's listen. We're gonna have a night. We're gonna have a little bit of fun tonight. Let's watch a little bit of the actual podcast. This is right after Destiny leaves. This is right after Destiny leaves. I want to see. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna watch because it's very long, but I want to watch some of it. I might skip around to different parts. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Take care,
cool.
Destiny.
We'll see you guys
Thanks
later.
for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Good night, guys. Yeah, have a pleasant evening.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Damn.
Destiny.
This is so fun.
It is what it is. I mean, people have been saying this. Jackson Clark's been saying this for 2 years.
Well, Jackson, how do I donate?
He asked for my medical records. I told him no. I'm gonna tell Destiny no too.
Yeah, but it
I was
looks
gonna
so
do it. I
bad,
would have handed it over to Jackson Clark 2 years ago.
Boogie,
You
let's
gotta-
talk.
you gotta
I'm imagining Jackson didn't offer you thousands of dollars for this.
show it to anybody like this. Like you
Boogie,
literally could show it to a
I-
third-party person. That's
I-
just
Yes,
equivalent to the-
Oh,
I want you to sit there and listen. Go
Here,
ahead,
huh?
Wings. Go ahead, Wings.
What's your take on
is
this, Tommy?
this stale?
Pretty damning. I think I would be in a position where I'd have to show my medical records if I said something.
I
True.
can't stress this
It
enough,
doesn't even have to show
Boogie.
the medical records. You
Boogie.
just got to show the diagnosis at the
Yeah,
very top.
I'd feel like I'd have to do it.
Boogie. Tomorrow.
Boogie, pay your doctor the $5,000 that Destiny would give you to give you a fake cancer diagnosis.
Carl, listen to me.
I don't know about Boogie.
hear
Like
me?
a patient
I can
portal
hear
where, like
you.
you can just click on
I
it.
can hear you.
Damn, Wings is just a fucking pure alpha mode ignoring this guy. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Can you hear me, Wings?
Where's the goddamn expiration date?
No, I don't
Wings,
think,
can you
I don't
hear
think you can. I don't think you can. Can you hear Keith?
I can hear you.
I can't.
Come in and out. Usually, if you come in, Keith, if you come in and out, sometimes it cures it. Just come in and out.
Wow.
How about
Maybe
now?
I need to go
Is
in
it
and out.
fixed?
I'm gonna
Can
go
you
in
hear
and
me?
out.
Just going in and out.
All right, we can probably do.
Is going to be some point. I'm saying you're going to bring out the medical papers and you're going to
Nope.
prove that you
Nope.
do have cancer. Listen
Nope.
to me. Listen to
Nope.
what I'm saying.
Hopefully.
No, 0% chance.
Listen to what
This is a win. Let's be. I'm already a little tipsy. Let's be real here. This is a win-win. It's a win-win, guys. If he doesn't have the cancer, he lied, and that's funny because we get to make content out of it. I'm just gonna be honest. And if he does have it, the taxpayer wins, right? Okay, I gotta stop.
I'm saying. Listen. And then it's going to be too fucking late because
I'm
everyone's
not
going to
ever
think you
gonna
lied
do it.
about.
I ain't never gonna do it.
Then you
Ain't
lied.
never.
Then you
Go
lied.
right ahead.
Why the
run
fuck
with
would
that
you
story.
lie about that?
I didn't. I'm telling you the same thing I told Jackson Clark 2 years ago. Go fuck yourself. It's my medical records.
Damn,
Go
Jackson
fuck
Clark.
lied.
Shout out to Jackson Clark.
You share every aspect of your life.
Print
Bro, Boogie, you shared that you fucked
print that.
hookers. You've done all this embarrassing stuff. You're lying.
Oh, there's
What
plenty
the
of things
fuck?
I haven't shared. There's plenty of things I haven't shared, but go right ahead.
So, just to be clear, he was just going on a whole fucking tirade of like, this is the last thing, a bit of privacy I have left, blah, 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 blah. Now, all of a sudden, he has other things that he can share. What is it? Like, this guy can't stay consistent ever. This is the only thing I have left is my medical records. They're sacred. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, there's other things I haven't shared. Okay, well, which one is it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, keep your arguments consistent.
What you got,
Bro, this is actually so fucking sad, Boogie.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
This is like fucking horrible.
It is what it is, and it's so funny because I'm looking at my portal right now.
Show us.
No, fuck you.
There's no way.
I'm dying.
You really lied?
Nope, absolutely not.
Just fucking prove it.
You should turn around.
Then
and
fucking prove
I mean,
it.
I'll scream to the high heavens. Destiny gives that 5K.
That's crazy.
It makes you look like
Ryan. No, yeah, go right ahead. That's fine.
all you got to do is like
print it.
screenshot
Can you black print it? I'm pretty shit. I work here. I don't work for Dexter.
He's on his portal. I know that they have like portals for like medical stuff. So you're telling me that he's sitting on his portal right now looking at it. He's like, I'm not going to do it for moral reasons. Wow, where did these morals come from? We could have saw those 2 years ago.
Then I'm just saying, whatever. Go run for it. I don't care.
I'm not going to say 100% until you show it. I mean, nothing would make me happier than you embarrassing Destiny, but I mean, it looks bad.
Why? Okay.
Hey, bug.
Let me put out a scenario. It sounds like the doctor said that you had this, disease or whatever, the high red cell, and then you Googled it, and it's, oh, this is cancer, and you ran with it, and you made the video, and then you found out later that you got the form of it that doesn't have cancer, and you can't fucking set the record straight. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's like a really charitable. What I would say is a little more likely, which I still don't believe, would be that he went to the doctor because they said, hey, you might have this. We need to do some tests. And then they did some tests and they found out that he already announced it. And then they did some tests. And they found out that like he had some of the markers for it, some of like, I guess, regular polycythemia, whatever. I'm not even going to pronounce it. I'm fucking whatever. Okay. And he's already too late into it. And he's also realized he can capitalize off of being a professional victim and like pretending to have cancer. I wouldn't doubt that at all.
I gotta be honest.
If that is what happened, then I'm still confused as of right now. Do you understand that? Because the last conversation I had with my doctor, we are ordering these tests, we are ordering these treatments, and I'm going to do them. So why is he asking me to do them?
They wouldn't
why is he asking me to do them otherwise?
Because he's checking to see if you don't.
You know what's also possible? I'm a fat guy. I don't know. I'm already a little tipsy from these beers, so that's pretty cool. But here's the thing. As a fat guy, this is something that they won't tell you. You get a brain haze when you eat like real fucking absolute dog shit. And your brain just like, you just feel slower. Sometimes you fade in and out. You know, I'm not even that fat, right? I'm fucking 6'4", 330. This guy's like 5'2", is 600 pounds. So maybe he's just like living in an alternate world because he can barely comprehend his own existence. That's possible too.
If you have cancer, but he wouldn't have given you a biopsy if you already had it. That's what Destiny's saying.
Blood markers are there.
Chat, do you understand? One minute. Chat, do you understand what I'm saying? Hold on. Be quiet for a second. Chat, do you understand what I'm saying? The doctor says, hey, Boogie, you have this. Boogie sits there, Googles it up, and sees cancer linked to it, rushes home to fucking make a video and let everyone know he has cancer without fucking figuring out which version of this is, which sounds like it's not the fucking cancer version. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what would happen. They would have gone to like a normal doctor, a PCP, and then like a primary care physician, and then they would say, hey, go to a cancer specialist, and then they'll do tests. Yeah.
Then if that's the case, it's a big fucking surprise.
And you've been running with...
Did you feel an obligation? The fact that
if that's the case, it's a surprise to me. I like that he's leaving open the possibilities of something else. It's so good. He's trying to engage in some plausible deniability language, guys. Oh my goodness, who would have saw that coming?
You shared this publicly. All right, I can understand not showing your medical records. He looks certainly Destiny or fans or anybody else from me not entitled to medical records, but you have shared this and used this on a lot of issues, including in private with me. When like I'm having a bad cancer day, you've said that. Those are words you've used to me.
That's fucked up. Holy shit, what a scumbag. I've had bad cancer days. What an asshole. What does that even mean?
If you've gone to the public with this, don't you have...
My mother had like breast cancer, and my fucking aunt had some kind of cancer, and she shaved her head bald, and my family made fun of her and bought her a wig as a joke, and it made her smile because we're a little bit bullyish. But that's fucked up, man. That's a terrible thing, man. I could imagine if you're somebody that like your parents, because my mom was able to get like biopsy, very low, very early stages of cancer. She was able to get like some part of her titty. You know, they went in there and they scooped some of her titty goop out. You know, good for her. Painful. unfortunate, but she was able to overcome that with relative ease. You know, so I don't have like this super like emotionally charged perspective on cancer. You know, God bless me. Like God bless me. Because I'm very fortunate is what I meant to say. I don't have. But if you're somebody who's like, oh, your mom or your dad or somebody you loved is like really got like a terrible, and that you saw the struggles and all that, and you fucking heard this guy talking, like you would be so rightfully horrifically offended that this is stolen valor. Okay, this is somebody with in the JROTC saying that they're a fucking Marine. All right, that's just a reality. Okay, the JROTC is the regular polycythemia. Okay, and the real American heroes in the Marines, that's the Vera. Okay, it's aloe vera because they were in Nam, and it's very sunny.
Obligation to put it to rest. A moral obligation.
I would rather go ahead and fucking burn.
That's not the question. Actually, answer the question.
Oh, you're lying. No, why would you rather burn? Why won't you prove it? You're lying. You're fucking. I know you too well.
Same reason I told Jackson.
I know you too well. You're lying. Why, dude?
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Who would have thought?
Fucking thing. This is the one fucking thing I'm keeping to myself. This is the one thing I'm keeping to myself.
You can say that,
Why?
but like it just makes you look like a liar, and everybody's gonna run like you are a liar.
Good. They already do. They already will.
This would be the ultimate dunk if he could actually prove this. He would make people look so stupid. He's not. He knows he's lying.
No, you too well.
I know you too well. I understand why you're doing it. You're thinking like if I don't confirm that I know I don't.
Oh, they let a dude in the chat that actually has cancer. That's fucked up.
Have polycythemia vera. There's always doubt out there, but people are not going to doubt. They're just going to.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, I'm fucked. No, I'm fucked. I delete everything.
Can you answer my question?
I'm still not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to do it or not do it. I'm asking you a moral question. If you shared this with your fans and you've been, and don't you have a moral obligation under these particular circumstances? I don't.
Perhaps, and if I do,
no, he doesn't. He's just going to ramble on. Apparently, I'm going to kind of like skip ahead. This is apparently Mudahar pops in for a bit. I want to see this.
I don't even see what it is.
Because at this point, we've already got the confirmation. There's no extra information that Boogie can say. He's said the same thing over and over again. At this point, what we're doing is we now just get to watch people whip him like a whipping boy.
Oh yeah, Murdoch. Yeah.
He will be here momentarily.
Okay.
Feeling better, Boogie. My doctor's a nice Vietnamese man.
Okay.
Mine's white for the record.
Yeah, but
thanks for the record, man. I really appreciate that. Mine's a woman.
Tommy, you're right. How he's reacting to it.
No,
like, oh, if that's what you want to go with, like, come on. Dude,
that's what the cops got you. Said I ain't saying shit. Go prove it.
I mean, that does make sense.
Prepared for this 2 years ago.
You prepared for people to think you were lying 2 years ago? What?
Prepared for it poorly.
I'm just saying, like I knew that when this day came, I just have to leave the internet, and I will, and it's simple.
Sorry.
Dude, this guy's what? What the fuck? Why would you leave the internet? Okay.
Sorry, I had to take care of a surgery over here. Anyways, so what do you guys want to ask me about? What was the?
What's up, Doc?
Hey, Dr. Gupta, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I have to ask the question. So you don't want to show your medical records, and I totally get that. It would be a serious HIPAA violation.
Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell that a year ago to go fuck yourself? You remember?
Well, tough guy over here. Then he also like glazed Mudahar and Guzzles come on his podcast, and then that guy Nux like gave Boogie an out on how to make content by just talking about fat people and fat people issues. I think told the guy he would find the work for him to do and even maybe help him editing. I don't remember that part exactly. And Boogie just decided not to do that. That's crazy.
No, let him talk. I wasn't. Hold on. My name is Dr. Gupta. I'm Jackson Clark. Totally different.
Gotcha.
But
I'm saying you moved.
Medicare showed his actual like a diagnosis when he was questioned on it.
Medicare.
So why can't you just like censor out a name or personal information and just show us the diagnosis? I don't understand.
I have no interest in finally giving it the last shred of dignity I have left in the world.
Before he said privacy, did he not? And then he admitted that he has more privacy. You have no dignity. And actually, showing your medical records would maintain your dignity. So none of these arguments make sense. He knows that. He doesn't know what else to say because he's a stupid person.
You got on your knees and mood on camera.
I would rather do that than hand over my medical records. Yeah.
That's crazy. I would rather take $5,000 for my medical records than moo on camera like a fucking loser. What?
You're not handing over the whole thing. You just got to show the diagnosis because at the end of the day, it is a serious scam, right? Like if you're not going to tell everyone.
I'll just leave the internet. It's good. We're good.
Did you rather leave the internet? So the guy who's sitting here talking about how he needs to like do all this fucking shit, like scam his fans, beg for money, all this other stuff, blah 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 blah, because he's dying of fucking 8 different types of magical fucking whimsical cancer or whatever he has or he pretends to have. You can just disappear from the internet and no longer have an income from the internet. That doesn't make any sense.
So after siphoning all the money and the fucking sympathy off of cancer, then you ride on.
What money did I siphon? $750.
Whatever.
I'll donate the $750 I got from the video where eBay.
No. Over 2 years when you keep bringing it up, man. What about the money you told us that you had to go get your colonoscopies and you had to go lose your weight for cancer? That's why you did the crypto scam.
And I just won't do those tests, man. It's not a big deal.
Great. Hopefully.
And why are your tests so expensive? Don't you have Blue Cross insurance? Why are they not paying for it?
I downgraded this year because I couldn't afford the $780 that they wanted for the gold plan. So
he's lying.
Now I have copays on everything.
He's lying. He's just lying. I don't believe what he's saying. You're telling me that you had an insurance that was $800 a month, but you would have no copays, and you're constantly using the doctor. So you downgraded to what, $600 a month to save $200, but have a $50 copay every time you go? Incorrect. I don't believe you. You just wouldn't do that. You wouldn't downgrade to have worse insurance. And all insurances, I guarantee you, probably has a deductible. Like, dude.
Okay, when your copays are basically just paying out of pocket, so I even pay insurance.
$10,000 deductible, so until I hit 10,000, yeah.
All right, well,
I just don't believe that.
Fair enough, but I mean, now that it's your time to prove that you have this, blood cancer that has a life expectancy of 2 decades.
I got a question. I got a question. Let me talk for 2 seconds.
So we had a downgrade because he had no money, but he can't take money to show us a piece of paper.
Muta, obviously, you're gonna love this question, and Boogie, you're not gonna like it that much. But you promoted Fatty Coin, and when you were exposed for it, one of the main things you kept telling people is, I needed to pay. I needed to. Can you stop talking over me, please? You needed to medicine for the cancer, right? What if people bought Fatty Coin knowing that it was going to help you with your fucking cancer bullshit, and now
nobody bought it? They did.
Guys, by the way, I'm actually doing my own coin. It's not a scam. It's called Cancer Coin. It's really good.
Nobody bought it.
And now you're not.
That's why there wasn't any trading volume, right? Ooh, totally
I'm saying after this, yeah, there was very little trading volume. After me saying that, there was very little trading volume.
Okay.
It did what a meme coin's always going to do. It mememed.
It made you money and it scammed your audience. You threw them into the fucking pool filled with crypto sharks.
Yeah. See, I'm not gonna.
See, that's the thing is, even at like private swimming pools, I always think there's a goddamn shark in there, man. I'm scared. I'm scared to go in pools sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's relatable, but maybe it's not.
I know you mentioned the meme coin, but it's like you never bring up that you got paid to promote it in advance, right? Or in your original video, you never even brought up that it was an half of it in advance, which is an FTC violation, but sure.
I got half of it in advance, and then
you still got paid $5K USD, right? Where your fans dumped in money and lost it.
Oh, I told them not to buy it. I told them if they did, they would go broke.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you tell your fans in the initial announcement that you were getting paid? I mean, that's an FTC violation right there. You did.
Hey, what's up, Rion?
Not in your initial video.
There's somebody else here before that was verified. I should have said hi. It was like somebody, Kayla Speaks. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I'm fucking brains on mush mode. Sorry.
No, I checked it right there. So
but you didn't mention it. It wasn't mentioned in the video. You have to mention in the. No, the FTC tells you to mention it in the video, readily apparent. What if people were watching on a platform that couldn't display that tick on YouTube? That's what the FTC wants you to do.
Is there one?
Yeah, there could be certain players, third-party extensions that don't view that, Yeah,
never heard of them. Well, I mean, the good news is now I'm being accused of lying about cancer. So I feel like...
And it's such an easy out for you. Such an easy out, but you won't take it. I don't understand. The one time you say that you are...
Because he doesn't have the out to take, right?
100% true and honest. You won't take that out.
I'm still trying to find it in my portal right now. I'm a little dissociative, so it's a little difficult, but...
now he's trying to find it. So this is his last shred of dignity. Now he's desperately trying to find the diagnosis in his portal. You don't need to do that. All you have to do is say, yeah, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to call my doctor and I'm going to have them fax it over. It'll take a while because doctors are slow as fucking dog shit. And you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. Here we go.
I will have
you can take all your time.
Or, check this out. Maybe Boogie's engaging in a next level IQ play of refusing to release it, hoping people will jack up the price to release it to what people were telling me is 100,000 at this point, and then he'll come out a couple days later and show us the diagnosis and go, "Look at all you silly little geeses." If that's what he does, that's next level. Or he's waiting to fake it. I don't really know, but that would be intelligent.
Wait, time out. Let me understand this. All right, you have cancer and you're in your portal and you can't find that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the diagnosis page. Look at all the shit that's there, man. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's longer than the Bible, apparently.
It's fucking look at all this. I don't know what is what.
So send me a screenshot right now. It has to have all your illnesses, right? Somewhere?
I'm working on that. I'm trying to find that screen right now.
Okay, let's go.
You're still never going to
Boogie's my mommy trying to work her phone right now. Incredible stuff. Very relatable, Boogie. Thank you.
see it, but I just want to confirm it for myself.
Just like the dad I have that I wish died of cancer. Isn't that incredible? I don't want you to do that, but I hate my father, right? Fuck. Okay. It's at 100K, yeah.
Wait, you want to confirm if you got cancer for yourself?
Yeah. I want to make sure I know that it's there, and it's a simple matter of fucking emailing it to one of you guys, and you'll never fucking see it.
Hold on.
But I'm going to confirm.
So he's trying to confirm if he's got the cancer.
So you can't find it? You can't find it?
Yes, I mean I can.
It looks like a mushroom head. It's like the can got hot.
If I had the fucking wherewithal right now.
You can't find it.
I mean, obviously, I can't find the page with all my symptoms.
You should try Control S.
I can't find the page with all of my symptoms. Control S on a phone?
Yeah, you can find on page.
Yeah,
just use your computer.
I'll find the page with my symptoms.
Okay, sure. You got 5 minutes. Why not? You can have 10 minutes, dude.
That's
all
disgusting.
right. I'm gonna bring Muta. I'm gonna drop you for a second. I'll bring you back a little bit later.
All right. We got to find the next.
I know.
Sussy. We want to find the next Sussy Baka coming into here. That's what we want to do. We want to find the Mikor guy.
I think I know what this is.
What is this?
Yeah, who the fuck is this? It says Destiny FOMO.
Oh, I don't care about that. It's a girl.
Reaction or interaction or anything like that?
No.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so.
I just was looking at her tits for a second because, like, I'm a man and I'm sorry. I'll pray to God for that one. We'll do a little Hosanna in the highest later. Sign whatever. Let's skip forward because apparently we bring this guy. Here we go. This is we're gonna do this for a little bit. This is Metacore. I hope I'm saying that right, dude. That's just my illiteracy. He apparently has actual real cancer, and nobody wants him to succumb to it because he seems like a nice guy. I never met him, but when your comparison is to Boogie, you're a pretty good guy.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Jim. What's up? Jim.
Okay. So what's going on? I got a DM from Keemstar telling me to check out a clip from Destiny, and then I watched the Destiny clip, and it's saying that that Boogie's faking his cancer.
Yep, that seems to be the narrative.
Okay, so
that is what seems to actually be happening.
Walk me through why Destiny believes you're faking the cancer.
He doesn't know the difference between polycythemia vera and secondary polycythemia.
Yeah, well, he just wants you to show it for $5,000 to diagnosis.
Yeah, and he thinks that I've gotten confused between the two, and that somehow I'm so stupid as to. I think that's am I missing something there?
You're missing a big portion. Jim, what he's missing is to disprove Destiny's whole claims, and because Destiny made a solid case he didn't have polycythemia vera, all he has to do is show that a diagnosis from a doctor from his patient portal that he has.
Bro, that's actually very true. So somebody said, Papaga, you were right when you said that the internet loves to watch fat people hate each other. It's so fucking true, man. It is so true. I don't care, man. It's the only thing I'm an expert on is being obese. Okay, brothers. Not an expert on taking the BBC, but he took it like a champ, and you got to respect it.
Polycythemia vera.
And I'm looking at it right now.
And he refuses to do it.
And Jim, here's my ongoing theory. I think he was diagnosed with this disease or whatever, the non-cancer type, and he rushed to the internet, which he already confirmed. As soon as he was told he had this, he ran and made a video, and then found out it's the non-cancer one after he already told the internet he had cancer.
I don't believe that. I could not a particular fan of Keemstar, but you got to respect to some degree his willingness to run defense for his friends, because what a fucking load of shit. There's no way. Boogie's not stupid. Boogie's not a stupid person. He's not dumb. He plays dumb, but he's not a stupid person. He's not like the smartest person in the world, but he's smarter than he pretends to be. So I doubt that this is true, but this is an out for Boogie. This is like, yeah, guys, I actually just felt stupid. Yeah, this is an out for him. I felt stupid. I got it wrong. Oh, my bad. That's all it is. That's not what it is, though. At least I don't believe that. I think he knows what he's doing.
Because that's what Destiny really hit him on. That Boogie has a certain disease that's not cancer. Now, there's a similar name one.
Yeah, it's called fucking victim disease.
That is.
That wasn't even funny, but it made me chuckle.
And Boogie, all he has to do is prove it. He's got the paperwork right in front of him. All he has to do is show the internet that he actually does have this, and he refuses to do it.
Well, and here's the thing, because I did a stream, because I had people saying, "Oh, you're faking cancer."
This is
so
good.
I showed my diagnoses and stuff like that. I'm gonna guess he's working on a system similar to Epic, which most medical people do. you should be able to go right into diagnoses, and it's going to list everything that a doctor's ever said you had.
Yep, I just read it to him.
Okay, and so it lists the cancer there?
Yes.
Okay, so you could screen cap that and just show it. I mean, that's what I did, and then that would be the end of it.
Absolutely.
Do it.
And I made the decision 2 years ago that I would not do that, and I would rather leave the internet than to give the last shred of fucking privacy I have left.
Oh my God. Ignore the fact that 10 minutes ago he told us that there's a lot of other stuff he never shared with us. The line Boogie drew that is actually kind of reasonable is that he will never talk about his roommate. That's a reasonable line of privacy to draw. This stupid motherfucker is pretending that he has nothing else private. Oh, there's nothing else that I private except for... Well, he says he has nothing, no other privacy, so this is the last thing he's going to maintain. Then later goes, actually, I have a bunch of things that I've never told you before. And then walks that back and all in the same conversation, which is incredible stuff. Fucking idiot brain. In the same conversation, he goes, I have no privacy left. What about your roommate? What's up with your roommate? Tell us about your roommate. Where's the privacy there? Oh, it exists. You have privacy with your roommate. You don't tell anybody about your roommate. That's fine. That's the boundary that everybody goes, oh, I get it. That's acceptable. I get it. That's fair. Cool. So you have privacy. You've maintained a boundary of privacy for your roommate, which is understandable. So you do have other things left that are private. So what the fuck does it matter for your goddamn medical records? You shake your disgusting body naked on camera. This is the bit of privacy. You have your girlfriend dressed up like fucking Princess Leia. What are you talking about? Why do you respect your medical records more than your own significant other? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, bro. Okay.
Well, no, and here's the thing. I understand the privacy argument.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I should have never went public with it.
No.
Thank you so much, Sleepy, for the $5. Ever since you first watched Boogie, you've been able to read him so well. How do you do it? I'm fucking fat, man, and it's just like there's something about big. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know, man. He's just like a lying victim complex. He's just so transparent. I feel like I don't know, man. I can't even tell you. I'm not that fucking deep. I guess I just had the fucking. I guess I've just been lucky. I have no idea. Maybe I'm just an intuitive guy. I don't know.
Oh, let me finish. I mean, you can redact information. There's no issue with that. But just show. I mean, it literally is just a page that says patient diagnoses.
Yep.
And then it lists what you have. It doesn't tell you who the doctor is. It doesn't tell you what hospital you go to.
Doctor
It literally just says the disease name.
And I won't be doing that.
But I don't understand why not.
Because he does have cancer. He does have cancer.
Damn.
Yeah, that's going to be the narrative they'll go with. So that's the
way. I typically go with narratives that are true. Just messes with me personally, though.
I'm legit trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. When I shit on you for the crypto thing, man, I said I take your word that you had cancer. I take your word that the medical shit's expensive.
Yep.
So I mean, this seems like
that Pop is just Boogie in a suit. No. If anything, Boogie would be me in a suit. Get the fuck out of here, okay?
Treating a disease that doesn't exist. These people used to be my friends, and I genuinely would have never believed it would even come to this. And you're
talking about the people on the podcast right now. The person fucking keeps her that created a podcast because you were too fucking lazy to do your own goddamn work. So he created a whole podcast for you so that you can get paid even though you do absolutely nothing. Coming from a guy who does very little for his job, by the way. So you must be doing absolutely nothing. Okay? That's the people that you thought were your friends? The people that were actually did more for you than like your own fucking parents? What are you talking about? I thought these guys were my friends because they didn't want to be lied. Like, dude, imagine being this guy's friend and like he goes, yeah, I'm having a pretty bad cancer day today. And then you find out like it's all probably fake and he's the one telling you that you're a bad fucking friend? Yeah, I'm having a pretty bad cancer day. Damn. How could we have that cancer have a good day? Like what are you talking about?
I'm just rather be done, man. I'm good. I'm good.
You're playing this like some kind of backstab? I mean anybody
can
confront
not at all.
Nobody's
not at all.
Do you think I backstabbed you by having Destiny on?
No, not at all.
One of the biggest streamers coming on our show.
I feel like this could have been a private conversation, and I would have shown you, Team, specifically.
Oh wait,
no, you wouldn't have.
Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
Instead of playing to the audience, like I get it. I get you've got a podcast going. I get the drama thing. I get all of that. And there's a lot of shit getting flung around.
Yeah, I'm not.
Papa Got Boogie thinks this will just be an internet problem. Faking cancer is so bad, an allegation people might beat him up in real life if they recognize him. I don't think that they would.
Playing to the audience.
No. What I'm saying is, could you screen cap that? And then pick one of these three guys because you've worked with them and show them, but nobody else because I'm sure everybody would.
That's something I could do, and I will never do it.
Wow,
never do it. But between now and when I die, they'll never fucking see it.
Because I don't know, I don't know your relationship.
So when you do, are you gonna release the information?
I'll have it tweeted when I'm dead. Don't worry about that.
But I guess, but if they're giving you this accusation, right? I don't get why it would shut them up.
What I love so much is that he's sitting here saying, "You'll never get this. You'll never get this. You'll never get this." La 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 la. But then he's talking about how he's going through his portal looking for the diagnosis right now. So, which one is it? Are you never going to show it because you have some ridiculous moral principle you're pretending to have, or are you currently desperately looking for it, hoping that you can find it? Which one?
Up immediately, right?
Yeah,
sure and then nobody else would ever have to see it. You keep your privacy.
Sure would.
I don't understand why you wouldn't be willing. I mean, that just seems weird to me.
I'm good.
You're gonna walk away from this looking
I'm
like
not walking away from. Yeah, I'm not.
Well, no, but I mean, it's gonna look like you made it up now.
Sure, let him have it. I'm good.
Cool, thanks, man.
He's waddling away. He's waddling away from the internet.
Okay.
It's bullshit, Boogie. You're obviously lying. Just
Damn, I'd be so much more angry if I was this guy's friend, but I guess I have low expectations of him.
be real with us.
Go with it.
You know, we're
Go with it.
I
Go with
honestly, I expect lies from you, but I
Go
don't
with it.
expect this. This is wild.
Yeah,
but
which obviously I did not do nor would.
but I can see
Yeah, we definitely believe that you wouldn't stoop so low.
how
Scammed his fans like last week, no? And now he's doing this? Yeah, you're right. This guy definitely is too principled for that.
this happened because they told you that you had this disease. You Googled it, saw it was linked to cancer, and you rushed to make a fucking video that you have cancer. And then you found out later that you don't. But you had to continue the lie.
Yeah, that'll be
I
the
know
story you
how
guys
this
have
played
told
out.
and enjoy.
What do you mean? It's not a story. I know this is how it played out.
I mean, that's a very charitable interpretation.
Wait,
No,
is there anybody? Okay, let's say you've got issues with them, right?
Yeah.
Is there anybody?
Seen it, my roommate's seen it.
Well, no. I mean,
the secret roommate.
aside from somebody that lives with you, like a coffee zeller or some
aside from
neutral.
the most confident people. No,
But I mean, like
What if Boogie's scamming for money because his roommate has cancer? And he wants his roommate to survive. Wow, now we're getting into some real twisted conspiracy theories, huh? Maybe he's lying so that his roommate can get his cancer treatment. So he's like, guys, I'm blah, 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 blah. And he's ruining his credibility because one time in Vietnam, this guy saved his life or something. Maybe he donated his wiener to him or something, so he has a pee-pee. I don't know. What if? Huh? Interesting. It's an interesting theory.
A neutral third party.
Other than my most confident people that I trust, I would know. No, I'm not. And
What I think Boogie's final goal on this, I think that he's a big lazy piece of shit that refuses to actually do any like actual content work, which is very easy for somebody in this position to do. And so he would rather just embarrass himself like a fucking slob for attention to make as much money as possible in the short run because he doesn't care about the long run. Not because he's going to die or has any expectation of dying, because he obviously doesn't want to be dead, but because he just doesn't look at things in a long-term capacity because he's lazy and stupid. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think that he is somebody who gets constant, like, actually kind of positive feedback when he lies to people. And positive being he gets money. People will be like, oh, no, he doesn't get positive. Like, yeah, we hate him, but he gets money. So he's getting a positive feedback. And so he's just going through the cycle that a scumbag piece of shit goes through of lying over and over again and just finding new people to take advantage of. And that's just kind of what he's operating on over and over again. So, yeah.
even in that, I wouldn't do that. I could call Desi in here right now, and I won't even do that.
I wouldn't trust Desi. I don't care about this child that you're talking to.
I wouldn't do that. No, thank you.
It looks bad. You understand that? It looks terrible.
Yes, I know. I'm good.
I thought this guy was going to fucking dumpster Boogie. What's going on here? I thought he was going to give him his cock.
When you got the diagnosis, how did they diagnose you? Like, can you say that at least?
Well, they just kind of flipped a coin.
Yes, we did a blood test, which we do every 3 months or 6 months regularly. They saw that my red blood.
Yeah, so they're doing like the normal, the big three. Blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol.
Blood cell counts were up. We had a conversation about that. I didn't think too terribly much about it. He said he wanted to check for blood markers for polycythemia vera. They look for a specific hormone in the blood that is produced. They found it. He called me and let me know that they found it, that means I have polycythemia vera and that we were going to treat it, but the treatment plan doesn't change very much because you cannot treat the cancer directly, so you have to treat the symptoms. And so for the last 2 years, we've been doing that. And one of the things I would like to do is because there is a chance that those blood markers are being brought on for another reason, even though it's invasive and expensive. And
yeah, there would be a chance that it's brought on for another reason. Obesity. You would never even need to do these tests because the reason that you would have these if it wasn't the cancer is because you're fat. Like I know that it's from that. It would be from fat or sleep apnea or whatever. So you could just do those things. You could just treat those things and see if your condition gets better. So he's full of shit. Like he could just do that. He's just lying. There's just no reason to believe him.
Pretty pointless. I was going to go ahead and push for the bone marrow biopsy because I would very much, now that I have a girlfriend and somebody that I love in my life, I would very much like for them to be wrong, and it's like a 1 in 1,000 shot.
It's so interesting that Boogie pretends to love this girl and he treats her like fucking dog shit. Like he treats her like an afterthought. You like what you're doing as a person on the internet every single day is you're embarrassing yourself. You're fucking embarrassing yourself every single goddamn day. And when you embarrass yourself, when you act like a fucking fool, when you act pathetic, when you do dumb shit, and we've all been there to some degree, not to your degree, what you're doing is you're telling people you don't respect your partner. That's just a reality. And not everybody will agree with me, but that's how like a man sees the world. Or not even, that's how like a person, a mature person sees the world. You're a reflection of your partner as well. And you're going to sit there and embarrass yourself every day. You're embarrassing your partner every day. And then you take it a step further by parading her around, making her cry on fucking in interviews for, you know, documentaries and fucking strip naked and whatever. And, you know, maybe that's a regressive thought, but like you're parading your girl around, you know, in that sexual capacity. I mean, you don't respect her at all. You think she's a fucking kid. You're with her. She's a fucking like a legal adult, but you parade somebody around that you have like some level of control over. I'm not saying in like this predatory way, but like you don't respect this person. They're just an accessory to you. You're an embarrassment to yourself. You're an embarrassment to her. You know, you're looking for an accessory that's like low maintenance, generally speaking. Somebody who like you can put very little effort in and she'll go, "Wowee, this is great." That's why you date a kid. Why you date a young person. That's why you date somebody that's ignorant to the world, because, you know, that's it. So shut the fuck up. Thank you for the $5 frames. Maybe the reason you hate Boogie is because he goes against everything you believe as a man. The clash of morals is so high your soul is lashing out. True, man. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
But I thought I would take it. And that's how Destiny's come up with his LARP and all this other stuff.
What is the LARP? I don't understand what that means. Like live action role play. Like what is he LARPing as a doctor? Like what is it? What are you trying to say? What's the joke here?
Oh, okay. So in the bone marrow biopsy would be the conclusive test for this then? Or?
Yes. I mean, there's pretty much no other reason that the body would be producing this particular hormone, according to my doctor, and according to everything I've read. But
Destiny's argument, Meditor, is that they wouldn't be doing the biopsy had they already made the confirmation to begin with. That's right. I couldn't tell you if that's true or not.
Oh, and I don't know what kind of cancer. Like, I'll give you what happened.
No, I think the argument is more of that if you actually were going to do this, why wouldn't you do this 2 years ago when you got the blood work? Why would you do this later? It doesn't make any sense.
Me, right? So I had a growth on the top of my head. It looked like a Porter wine stain. Nobody really gave it much thought. We go and get some steroids. It's some, we don't know what it is. And for like a year, it was just flat, no issues. And then it started like wildly growing. And the doctor's like, shit, I don't know what this is. You should go into dermatology. So I go into dermatology.
Shit, I would have went to a dermatologist almost immediately.
And the guy's like, we gotta fucking biopsy this thing. We gotta take a look at this shit.
I actually got to set up an appointment for a dermatologist. Me and my wife. I went to one and the guy sucked. I need somebody that'll say like, hey, get naked. I'm gonna fucking touch your asshole. You know what I mean? I don't have anything I think is worrisome, but we're gonna go. And we've already hit our fucking deductible this year with all the other shit we're doing. So it's like, fuck it, might as well.
So they do the biopsy. They're like, we've got to set it in for cell staining. On top of that, we're going to do blood work and a PET scan. And then they also ordered a bone biopsy too. And did all.
That's so interesting because my uncle had cancer on the top of his head too, and they like cut into it like close to his skull or something. It was crazy. They cut in there and they got it out, and then he ended up dying of COVID, which was really sad. It was fucking very upsetting stuff. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. A very sad moment in my life. Okay, but I'm a little tipsy on Budweiser seltzers. My bad, guys. I'm so sorry.
All that, and it took like a week, and I got everything back, and then they're like, conclusively, you have lymphoma. I mean, that's what's going on.
That sucks.
After you got the conclusive, have you had biopsies since for separate reasons, or to double check since you were?
After you got this diagnosis, did somebody offer you $5,000 to just show it to them?
Yeah, so basically what happened was I got the diagnosis. Right after the initial biopsy, they set up some blood work, a PET scan, and then they did the bone biopsy just to see if it had spread. And then from that point onward, I didn't need extra biopsies. What they would do is they just do PET scan imaging because it'll make cancer light up in your body, like any areas or like any autoimmune stuff. But yeah, it took like a week, and it was definitive. It was cut and dry. It was like, this is what you have. This is what we're seeing under the microscope.
Damn.
So I don't know.
It is a fairly different cancer. Number one, there's no attacking this one or treating it directly. And number two, the prognosis on it is 20 years. Like you pointed out, you have real cancer. I have like the fucking starter kit of cancer, right? It's just a blood disease, realistically. It does.
Wasn't this guy just talking? I could have sworn. Maybe Wasn't this guy just playing up how fucking horrific this cancer is, and now all of a sudden it's just like kind of a silly little cancer? I said it was a silly. It's not great, but I said it wasn't that big of a deal. Like now, like he just shifts on a goddamn dime.
5% of people in the first 10 years have it convert to leukemia. I think it's a higher percentage after 20 years. The biggest risk is that it produces too many red blood cells in your blood, and that causes you to be at a higher risk of stroke or heart attack. And I'm already at an extremely high risk of stroke or heart attack. I mean, just repeating myself at this point, but
I'm sorry. Did you say starter? Did you say starter kit? Like you haven't started having cancer?
No, he's saying that it's not a particularly dangerous cancer to have. That's what he's saying.
No, it's like the tutorial version of cancer. Does that make sense? It's the easy one. If you're gonna get one,
what he's saying is it's not that bad.
this is the one you want to get.
You can live forever on this thing. It rarely kills people.
It's not the Dark Souls of cancer. That's
right.
It's
the Animal Crossing of cancer. You have the Dark Souls of cancer.
Right. So I love that this guy now is like, yeah, it's not even that bad. Wow. Then you're still begging people for money. Incredible.
Not even close. So,
fighting for your life, yeah, and now it's a starter kit. Yeah, incredible. This guy will just say anything that he feels like he needs to say to appease the person in the room and seem like a reasonable person. This is what I'm talking about. This fucking guy is such a scumbag.
I mean, it's weird being.
It's just like the Caterpie Pokemon trading card of cancer. You know, it's pretty common, or it's not particularly dangerous. It's very, it's not that bad. It's not really a big deal.
Should I have to say this? So okay,
not really that crazy.
Like just with the crypto shit, man. I mean, there were so many fucking lies related to that.
Sure.
And you came off terribly with that.
Yeah.
So now you've got Destiny making these accusations.
Yeah. If I tweet this tomorrow, it's not going to change anything. I'm just done. It doesn't matter.
It would make everybody look like an asshole.
Yeah, no.
True. I make me look like such a piece of shit. It actually wouldn't, but we would all be like, "Oh shit, he was right." Like we're at a point now where even if he comes out tomorrow and like I prove it, people would be like, "Oh man, you were wrong," but nobody would fault anybody for getting this wrong because of everything surrounding it. So, but no, people would look a little stupid. They wouldn't get like chastised, but they'd look a little dumb. We'd all look a little silly. Make me look dumb, bro. I don't give a fuck. Do it. It'll be funny.
Yeah. It would make everybody on this fucking stream look like the world's biggest assholes for
take it apart, then they'll say I'm lying again. They'll say the proof
How
isn't
are they gonna
enough.
say you're
The web
lying?
portal's not
This is
enough.
cancer.
Now I want a fucking medical record. Now I need to see a fucking list.
Do it. Show it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Why? Just show the medical record then. Like, who gives a shit?
I would straight up
We
apologize
don't work
to you
together
for
anymore.
doubting you.
Yeah, we don't work together anymore. We're good. We're good.
What do you mean?
We don't work together anymore. Oh, he's such a fucking cool. He's a tough guy.
We don't work together.
I'm leaving the internet.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
This is what doesn't make sense to me. If you're in the right, if these assholes are persecuting you, and you have cancer.
Yeah, why would you disappear from the internet if you're in the right? Okay.
Would you want to sit in here with these people for 2 nights a week? Because I don't.
I don't know. What are you paying?
Yes, you do. You begged them to make this podcast for you. Shut up.
What are you paying, Keen? What are you paying?
He's getting paid to pay his mortgage from the show. He's manipulating right now.
I'll take his mortgage. Fire his ass. I'll take his mortgage.
Yeah, get on the
show.
How much is his mortgage? How much does this show actually make for this guy? Like $2K a month? I think I remember him saying that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That's a good replacement.
Crazy.
I'm proud of that. That's a very good replacement, Jim.
But why would you
imagine showing up for 2 hours a week and getting paid $500 a week for like 8 hours? Like, what is it? 2 hours a week? Could you imagine the fucking insanity that is? That's crazy.
You leave. I don't understand. If you're in the right, if you have cancer, if they're the assholes, if you can make them look like cunts and make money, why would you leave the internet?
Could you imagine the episode Boogie proves he has cancer? Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe this is a long form con. Dude, it's like a skeleton over there. What the fuck? Maybe this is a long form con, and then like they're gonna have an episode. They're playing it up to make it. It's like everybody posts their videos out, calling Boogie a scumbag, yada 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 yada. Dude, I wouldn't even doubt this. Could you imagine that this is a long form? Somebody put the timestamp in there for this so that if this does happen, I can easily find it in the comments. Those are the comments of the actual video that I upload. Okay. Could you imagine that this is a long form con? This all was orchestrated. Boogie actually has polycythemia vera, which is, by the way, the starter kit of cancer, according to him. Okay, he has polycythemia vera. But they're playing it up like it's not real, right? So that we get all this hype and attention around it. Like, oh, Boogie's lying, Boogie's lying, Boogie's lying. He leaves Twitter. He makes people feel even more confident and comfortable releasing fuck you videos about him. And then he comes back on the next LolCow episode and he's got the paper. He's like, I got the fucking paper. You're all wrong. Yada, yada. And that would be, you know, even though it would just obviously be a kind of a scummy move because then it would just prove that everything is fake about this podcast. That would be kind of an interesting business decision. Could you fucking imagine that? And that would be interesting. And I wouldn't apologize. And you want to know why? Because when you act like a fucking idiot and then you go, guys, I was just pretending to be stupid. You're still fucking stupid. Okay. So, sorry. Thank you so much for the small gut from it's... What is that called? Regold? I don't know. Ridge. I don't know, brother. Thank you so much.
The screenshot of it right here. I just took a screenshot of it right
I gotta
here.
be honest. We do need.
And send it to one of them and shut them the fuck up, and then you'll never have to listen to it again.
No.
I gotta be honest. We do need Medicare on here because we actually do need a host with cancer.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
So you're saying you're gonna walk away. No more YouTube, Twitter, any of that shit.
I don't think this Medicare guy would be very good on this podcast. This podcast is about being a lol cow. It doesn't seem like he's a lol cow, is he?
Yeah.
But okay,
This is too much, man. This is too
but
much.
why? Why? Aside from this shit, if you walk away from the show, but why?
This is too much, man.
Dude, the problem is it's taken so long for you to even get that screenshot. By the time you send us the screenshot, people are going to be like, he made it.
Yeah,
he made a fake screenshot that time.
Exactly. There is no way out of it. It's already over.
I'm going to FaceTime, I guess, Desi's phone and then show me on FaceTime right now.
No.
On your phone.
No. When does Desi pop in? I want to skip to that.
Never.
You're lying.
Oh, Keem, you've got to use carrot and stick. What bonus would you pay him to do that?
There's no. I've already been offered $10,000 plus a free trip to Disney World and the.
Wait, did I miss the free trip to Disney World? Motherfucker, I'm taking it. Are you kidding me? An opportunity to take my wife to the best place on earth. I know there's more people watching live. Just so you guys know, I'm a fucking Disney adult because my wife loves Disney. I love my wife, and it's actually a lot of fun. I don't care if you think I'm cringe. Suck my fart. I don't give a shit. I'm living the life you wish you was. I'm kidding. I'm a little drunk, but I have fun going there, so I don't care about the judgment. Make fun of me if you want. I'd be all the fuck $10,000 in a Disney trip. Suck my fucking farts, bro. I'm all over this. What are you talking about?
Well, nobody likes Disney World. $10,000.
I love Disney.
What do you mean nobody likes Disney World, bro? Get out of here. Fuck this guy. I'm over it.
It was 5,000.
It's up to 15,000 total.
15 grand? Fucking do it.
No.
He's going to pay you $15,000 to look like an asshole in front of his entire audience, and you're saying no.
Yep. This is too much, man. I don't know if you guys can understand.
I can completely understand. I went through
Who the fuck is Destiny FOMO? What is that?
2 years of fucking people like Mersh saying I was faking it.
Yeah,
And so I did a stream and sold a shit ton of hats laughing at him showing medical records. You've got the opportunity to do the exact same thing right now on his home turf.
No. I'm good.
No, I'm gonna.
This makes
I'm
no
a really
sense to me.
principled adult.
It probably doesn't.
Don't you want to take care of Desi?
You have to have a very expanded next level brain to do this.
Yeah, I promise you I plan to.
Bro, I don't ride the teacups. I get fucking motion sickness. Get the hell out of here, dude.
I promise you I plan to. I promise
how
you
you
I
gonna do that if you're on the internet and just running away?
I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit, I don't drink a lot, and you might make fun of me for that, but like I spend less money on alcohol when I do happen to drink. So you're the cuck. All right. Although I will say it would be pretty badass if I drank 1 million beers.
You can't have it both ways.
You'll see.
What are we gonna see? You're gonna go like cut tickets at the local movie theater?
Some ordinary gamers will also put $10,000 towards it.
Make it 100. Make it 1 million.
If you have cancer, if you prove that
this is bullshit. No. You got 25K sitting on the table. There's something fucky going on here.
Yeah, there's something fucky is, man. I'm just exhausted. I'm done.
You just did a crypto scam to make money because you said you're worried about cash. They're offering 25K.
Yeah, I thought
you
that
get to
was
shit on them.
Yeah.
You get to shit on them.
Yeah,
in the process.
things that might have changed. Drama Alert already tweeted that I faked cancer, so
That's so funny. That's so funny. Wow. God bless.
No, he didn't. They said that Destiny.
That's even better. Then you make 25K, and he's got to retract it. It looked like the biggest dick on earth.
We're good.
Fucking keeps start picking on a cancer patient. Oh my God, come on.
We're good.
You're lying. It's so obvious. Why? Why would you lie about this?
Because I didn't.
Just tell us the truth. What really happened? Come on.
What really happened was I went to my doctor. He checked my blood count. My hemoglobin, my red blood cell counts were up. We did a second test. We found out that there was a blood marker that tells me that I have polycythemia vera in the test that we did, and we've been treating for 2 years.
But you haven't confirmed that you have it.
Nope.
Oh, wait. I think we got an answer right there. You haven't confirmed that you have cancer.
Confirmed it with you. No, I have not. No, I will not.
No, not with me. With your doctor. Your doctor hasn't said you 100% have cancer yet, right?
We confirmed it with the blood test. Yes.
That's a yes. He's saying they confirmed it.
We confirmed it with the blood test. There's no other reason that those hormone markers would be in my blood.
Sorry, I muted myself for a little bit.
Wings, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If Keemstar accused you of some shit, right? And let's say it involves some kind of private information.
Yeah.
And he was willing to let you show him that private information on stream, but not to the audience, and said, if you prove me wrong, here's $25,000 and I'll tweet out that I'm a giant asshole.
I'll do you one better.
Yep.
I had a troll come at me and accuse my wife of cheating on me, and they had like this picture of like our fingers. They had like cum on it, and there's like a cover back there, and they had linked this cover to my house.
Yeah, jerking off on a blanket. It's a little different.
I went out and took a picture of the cover.
Can you tell the difference between the two? You fucking retarded.
Whoa, Boogie, dude, what's going on, dude? What's up with the foul language, brother?
I showed the new cover I got from like the Christmas of 2021.
Sure.
It's like whatever. It's like again, I pulled my blood work out to like show.
Wow, you know what's so interesting? I feel like this podcast is like it's forever because I know Wings has some negative energy attached to him. This podcast is like look at how good you look by association to Boogie kind of a deal. This if this podcast does actually end, He could actually capitalize on this, you know.
Like what surgeries I had on this stream. Like it's not that big a deal.
But you would take the money, right?
Oh yeah, I'll take the money. I would snatch his
He just has to continue to produce content, or actually produce content on his channel. Because I don't think that he makes any content. And I was like, oh, the trolls. It's you know, it's time to stop. It's time to stop fucking like doing that. You know.
Normal.
Tommy, if you were
to stop making the excuse. Oh, that's a cute picture of it on his thing. Wings of Danger. He's got his wife on there or his girlfriend. That's a nice picture. Deep space. Impossible difficulty. See, this isn't bad if you continuously put stuff up like this. You'd be fucking able to do something. You know? So.
Similar situation, 25K sitting on the table. Would you do it?
Yeah, I got family. It's on my application to be that kind of
money.
I'd fucking do it.
And had this played out differently, I might have considered otherwise.
No, but I don't believe that. I believe you don't.
If people weren't so mean to me, maybe I would have actually given them the privilege of seeing my medical record. He's trying to make it seem like it'd be a fucking privilege for us to see this thing. Get out of here.
It's really pissing me off. Exactly.
Can you poll your audience? Can you poll your audience right now and ask them if they had 25K offered right now to prove something?
I think that we'd all take the money. Let's be fucking real. All right, let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead to fucking Mudahar coming back in here. We skip a little bit here because it's, you know, I hate to be a catty little bitch. Is this fucking Athene? Oh no, it's the same guy, dude. I'm fucking dumb as hell. I hate to be a catty little bitch. Here's Nicholas Dior. We'll give him a minute. We'll see if he's I hate to be a catty bitch, but I'm looking for somebody to kind of yell at this guy. And listen, I'm not trying to be fucking. I'm just being honest. I'm looking for something a little spicier than this.
Boogie, did you not tell Destiny that if he asked you the night before, you would have sent him the medical records?
Probably, yeah. I'm not
so you're gonna send it to me?
Oh, you hit in private.
No, you're not fucking Destiny.
What the fuck?
Are you fucking Destiny? Holy.
I think he wants to fuck Destiny.
Shit. You're fucking Nicholas Diorio.
Wait.
Whoa! Did he call him the N-word Diorio?
No. You said this was a hill you were going to die on. I'll never show my medical records. Not me. Never going to happen. And you were already considering doing this with other people?
No, he's lying. That's why the same thing he said that he was already looking through the diagnosis on his phone. Like he goes back and forth between I'm never going to tell anybody. And I'm looking.
Asked him nicely the night before, he would have sent them, Jim.
No, I'm saying it would have had a possibility.
Nicholas, I'll show you my medical records if you'll go, andLl take you to pinball. If you take me to pinball with you.
But there's no possibility now.
Wait, you told me that you ran off with, like you said, the stream, that you ran off with your girlfriend. You were panicking all night. Oh, next group chat, they're going to expose me tomorrow.
I'm good, Nick.
You're full of
imagine being like a 20-year-old girl who has to fucking coddle a 50-year-old man because he's getting bullied on the internet. Like,
shit, dude.
You're right. I probably wouldn't have shown him.
Go hang out with your girlfriend who needs drugs to socialize in public settings, the one that you love to raise.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Drugs? What drugs do you think I use?
The weed. How do you pay for all your weed, by the way, if you're so fucking broke?
Her parents pay for her weed.
Wait, you're getting weed from your girlfriend's parents?
No.
This is what I was looking for. It's like there's a God. Thank you. Well, you know, I'm not gonna thank him because he would never. You know, he's got to be more worried about kids dying in fucking other countries. He's got to be more worried about kids dying of cancer than Boogie pretending to be. You know what I mean? So we shouldn't pretend that God cares about us. It's probably the devil. He's blessing us right now. Thank you. But still thank you, Jesus, because you deserve the credit.
Dude, why don't you just get your fucking girlfriend's parents to pay your medical bills too?
Because
then you won't have to do crypto scams anymore.
Because I'm not their son.
Bro, you're marrying into big money?
No.
Wait, is that
certainly not after this?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, Boogie's girlfriend looks like Pearl Davis, so maybe he is big money. Maybe that is a big money thing.
Certainly not after this. No, she doesn't come from big money. Dude, do you have any idea how ridiculously cheap weed is? She goes through a cart every 3 weeks.
No, dude, weed's expensive. I used to be with somebody who smoked a fucking half an ounce of weed every 3 weeks. It's $120, and we're talking about like 5 or so years ago. So maybe that's just where I live, but get the fuck out of here. There's no way.
$50.
Did you?
Even though I was paying for it,
where do you get this? Like, there's no like legal.
Every dispensary all over the nation. Have you not been to one?
You bring your.
I haven't.
Across state lines.
No.
Like, I'm not getting this here. So wait. So you told me that, like, you said that you have the polycythemia, whatever the fuck your disease is. You told Destiny. Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you.
So. Whoa, that's rough, man. Boogie saying he doesn't respect somebody? Wow.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
I'm just saying I don't respect you. I respect Destiny, but you're actually right.
Why? I mean, okay. I guess okay. Why wouldn't he respect? Like, I want to know why. Like, what is it about Nicholas Furia that is so non-respectable to Boogie?
I mean, on this, I certainly would not have shown Destiny. I would have probably stood on my principles. Yeah.
Your
what principle?
What principles do you have? You just scammed your fans for $10,000.
Yeah, and that is different from tweeting on my medical records and showing my medical records. And...
The fucking Twilight Zone? Is this what am I? It's just, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Would it be really fucked up if somebody showed up to Boogie's house and tried to interview his roommate and like saw what, you know what I mean? And nobody should ever do that, but imagine that happened. That'd be fucking crazy.
Have a great night.
You too, Boogie. Yo, the fucking cops around him doing medical checks tonight.
Oh, he left. Wait, when does Desi come in? When does Desi come into the thing? The girlfriend comes in? You're saying 241.52. You're saying 233.20.
Oh, no, you're a goddamn shred of privacy. That's it.
Yeah, I'll get naked right now. So your shred of privacy is this.
Oh, you're trying to get me to see him naked.
But not being naked on film, not talking about fucking whores.
Yeah, I'll get naked right now. I'll get naked right now.
Oh, all right. So sorry. Let's get.
Explain to his girlfriend what's happening right now.
Do we really need to drag her into it? I mean,
come here for a second.
Jim,
he drags her into everything else, no?
No, that her boyfriend could get 50K right now just to prove.
Hold on.
She needs to know
Let's
that.
be real. 65,000 in Disney.
Can you speak to the microphone and let them
She's
know
about to be
that you were in the
homeless.
room
She
when
lives
they
in that house
diagnosed
and
you
she's
with
about to be homeless.
Do you let them know that you've heard them say those words?
I can confirm that they said those words, that he had
No.
polycythemia.
They've offered me you remember we talked
Oh my God, he proved it. He fucking proved it. Oh, dude, we're all wrong. We're all so dumb. We're so dumb. We're such stupid people. He proved it. He was able to get his child. Sorry. He's able to get his very young, impressionable girlfriend, whose parents pay for her things, to say this. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. That's incredible.
about not sharing my medical records last night, that I wouldn't do it under any circumstance, right? They're
Yeah, right. You said that, Boogie.
offering me $50,000.
You're coaching her.
They're offering me $50,000.
Yeah, no kidding. He's been coaching her since they started fucking dating.
Oh, hold on. You can tell her then. Here, you tell her.
Okay. Listen, Desi, so this is what's happening, right? A big streamer is calling him out, saying that he has the wrong form of that disease. It's the non-cancer one, based on his treatments and whatnot.
He's got the non-holographic Raichu. This guy's fucking crazy. Isn't this fucking crazy?
He is saying he has the cancer one. So they're asking for proof. If he shows the medical records, the pot is up to $50,000 he would get, and he's still refusing to doing it. And he's saying he's going to quit the internet, quit the show, quit everything, and sell his house, the one you live in. That makes no sense.
It's, it's his choice though, so I have to stand by him.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Desi, for being pro-choice.
Can you blink twice?
Because you're about to get fucking aborted from this.
If you can answer freely.
Wow.
And for the record, by the way,
you know what I love, and then we're gonna end it here because there's really nothing. That's it. That's it. Was enough of this? Is enough. You know what I love is that Boogie will pretend to have boundaries to not show his medical records, but then he will parade his fucking girlfriend on the internet to do shit like this, embarrass the fuck out of her, embarrass the fuck out of him, and just drag him into these scenarios. And I just think that how poetic, how poetic, Boogie. Holy fuck, incredible stuff.